should be good. Yep, we're good. We're going.
All right, so welcome to our first session of Rime of the Frostmaiden. And I mean, if you guys don't have any questions or anything, I mean, I can just get right into it.
Okay. Yeah, let me get to YouTube on my phone so I can see chat, and then I'm good to go. Okay.
North of the spine of the world and west of the towering ragged glacier is a frozen expanse few dare to explore, let alone inhabit. Icewind Dale. This frontier land of windswept tundra, until recently, became locked in a perpetual dark winter without reprieve. Oriel the Frostmaiden, the divine embodiment of winter's fury, has withdrawn to this cold corner of the world to live among mortals. Further, she's cast a terrible spell over Icewind Dale, to the detriment of its citizens. Icewind Dale has been entombed in a different reality from the rest of the world. For though the sun continues its cycle elsewhere, the Ten Towns last felt its warmth over 3 years ago. The people of Icewind Dale know Uriel's wrath when they feel it, and they have a name for this unending winter, the everlasting Rime. No one understands why the Frostmaiden has imposed her will in this way, or why no one will rise to challenge her. This prolonged winter threatens to doom not just the flickering lights of civilization known as the Ten Towns, but also the indigenous flora and fauna that require sunlight and the changes of the seasons to survive and thrive. Our adventure begins in the town of East Haven, a still functioning relic of the boomtown way of life that gripped the Ten Towns centuries ago. As the other 10 towns in the Confederation settled into a peaceful, if predictable, existence, East Haven has continued to grow and reinvent itself with every new challenge, welcoming all who wish to live within the township. Founded by thieves in centuries past, East Haven still honors its roots by considering pickpocketing legal within its limits. Though, in most other aspects, the law is stern and swift, as you are about to witness. A crowd has gathered in front of the town hall to watch the public execution of a human wizard arrested for the crimes he's inflicted on the residents of East Haven. He's been bound to the stake and gagged. Members of the guard use torches to light the straw tucked around his boots. Fanned by the icy wind, the fire catches quickly, illuminating the faces of the many people in attendance. The man doesn't struggle or scream as the flames engulf him. The bundled up spectators close in on the human bonfire, eager to feel its warmth. As the bonfire roars, a woman's voice rises among the din of the crowd. Listen up! Zahn may be dead, but the investigation on his latest crime is still open. Any of you interested in helping should come inside the town hall and speak with me. With that, the woman turns, her tailored coat flicking in the wind as she pulls down her fur hat and walks into the town hall. You are all situated in front of the town hall of East Haven as this human bonfire just continues to burn. What do you do?
One thing before we keep going. I wanted to mention Tony
Mm-hmm.
that call me by my online name, please.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will go by character names.
Oh, okay, that works then.
Yep.
I head to the nearest tavern.
Where are we again?
You
hall.
are in the town square of East Haven,
Oh, I thought we were
in the middle of a
building.
public execution.
Like the execution's happening right now?
It just happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there is a human bonfire in the middle of the street that a bunch of people are huddled around.
How much money do I have as of right now? Do I
It
start
should
with?
say on your character sheet.
is my character sheet?
Should have 10 gold. That should be like the standard starting amount.
Okay. Hang on. Let me find my character sheet. I think I sent it to this at one point. Let's see. There it is. Let's see. Okay, I have it up. So I have 10 on me.
You should. Yep.
Okay. I'm how much? Well, I'm gonna go to the tavern as well.
Okay.
Um.
The closest tavern to here is the White Lady Inn. Over to the west. It's right on the docks.
Okay. I'm gonna head over there then.
I'm already on my way. I know exactly where this place is.
Chris is
Right,
like
yeah.
a regular to there. Okay, so we make our way to the tavern then.
All right.
Also, I don't know much about how Owlbear Rodeo works, so I'll have to get used to it.
So I just have this token representing where the group is on the map.
What token? The
It's a
that?
little,
Okay.
the little bag.
Oh, that's not that far.
Okay. You guys make your way over to the White Lady Inn, and the place is, it's a little musty, a little worn down, but still a little friendly. There's a bard, kind of plucking along on a fiddle, it's like hanging out, and there's a few other patrons that are mostly ignoring him as he keeps trying to sing, gather coin.
I yell at the barkeep. I was like, "Hey, the usual on Hobbs tab. I didn't bring my cash this time. I promise I'll pay my tab next time."
I like walk in hear this. I'm like, oi. Top. Wait, how did my voice go again? Or no, not top. Chris, you fucker. Knock that off.
I don't know
The
what you're talking
innkeeper,
about.
a rather sullen, elderly man, just kind of like takes a deep sigh, groans, gets up from his chair. Yep. 2 ales. Got it.
Make it a
Just
third.
turns the tap. Starts filling 2
Execution.
tankards.
Make it a third. Execution's got me extra thirsty.
You're at the execution, huh?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Then you should know. And he leans over, plopping the 2 tankards down. That murder is not permitted in the town of East Haven, or luring people to their deaths, or causing any unwanted harm. Unless it has to do with the stupid fucking lottery that they've got going on, but that's not any of my business.
What lottery? I don't. This. I've been here for a bit, but this is the first I'm hearing of lottery.
You sure?
I mean, 9% of the time,
Every
I just-
month, like clockwork, there's a lottery to see who gets sacrificed to the Frostmaiden. Keeps us from
Ah,
those awful blizzards that go on in the wilderness. Keeps us on the map.
so that's why I haven't been able to see some people after a month or so. I've just been focusing on drinking and just staying out of my own business.
Chris,
I know there's a lottery. Am I
Chris,
in the
you
lottery?
moron.
Don't judge. You're also here with me. We're here to get drunk to stay. It's the only thing that can keep us warm with this cold weather. That and the bonfire.
Mm-hmm.
I down both. I down one pint of ale.
All right. You do that.
So what was this quest thing she was talking about? Whoever that lady was, I don't know. I was kind of drunk.
Well, she was saying that anyone that wanted to help in the investigation on the crimes that the guy that got executed for, to go visit her at the town hall.
Hey, Tom. Did she mention any type of money reward for helping? Because I didn't catch that. Did you?
Hell, if I... How did my... I keep forgetting my voice. Hmm. How did it go again? Hell if I know.
I think. Okay. I asked the barkeep, hey, do you know of what the whoever that lady was that was at the execution? Were you there?
If I was there, do you think that the tavern could stay open?
Make a fair point.
No, executions aren't necessarily my thing either. I've got, a place to run. I've got to keep this one in check, and he points over to the halfling bard that's still, he's kind of like leaned up to one of who appears to be an off-duty guard, telling him something about the white lady's husband. And just kind of gets shoved off.
Do you know anyone who would know that information?
I imagine if you talked with her, she might be able to give you some information.
But then I have to leave the tavern. And it's cold out there. How about
Isn't it
another
always?
round?
It's been years since it got this cold, and that's another reason why I can't just leave this place. Got to keep the fire stoked.
You make fair points. Another round, and then I'll go back and ask. Need to pay off debts anyway.
Chris, how many are you gonna put on my tab?
How much money do you have?
10 fucking coins.
Then how many beers? How many pints of ale it is that may buy?
Tony, am I broke now?
I'm only getting one more round for now. We'll come back later and then spend the rest.
Do you care to know how much it is? Because you owe me money.
yeah, how much?
Sure.
Well, for every drink you got, that's 4 silver. That adds up to... You got 12 silver. 16 silver.
I only have. You know what? It's on Tob's tab. Tob, how much silver do you have?
I have more than enough for it.
Good. Another round.
Dear God.
With that, I take Tob's drink and down that too.
The barkeep rolls his eyes and goes to...
I think it's time for me to step in. Uh, a large hand stops the tankard from reaching your lips. I think you had enough on someone else's coin.
Hey,
How about you earn your own?
he is my friend, and he's willing to pay.
Daxter, how many times do I have to tell you not to scare off fresh customers?
Fresh. He's been in here for weeks. He smells like he's been here for weeks.
Hey, I bathe. Unlike yourself, I could smell you before I smelled you when you walked in the door.
Did you? Seeing how you came in after me.
Exactly. Look, let me finish my drink and then I'll be gone. Out of your hair.
Until he wants another drink.
We'll come back when he's gone. So yeah,
and
why don't
Dexter,
you just let me have my drink?
These two said
No.
something real interesting.
Did they now?
Said something about the captain of the guard offering a reward for anyone who helps in the investigation. That sound up your alley?
That might be able to. That would definitely sound something interesting there.
I mean, I'm asking simply if there is a reward. I hear her say there was one, but I hope there is. If so, I'll help. God, now I need to pay off some debts.
I mean, when the captain of the guard asks for commoners to help her in the investigations, typically the assumption is that there's going to be a reward at the end.
Yeah, but I don't need Town of the Hue. I don't need some title or something as a reward. I just need to pay off debt. So if it's not cash, I'm not in.
Well, how about being able to keep your hide? Because you know how the lottery goes. They usually kind of aim for ones that are less useful in town. Maybe if they're not useful in life, maybe they can keep off the frost.
I mean,
That sounds perfect for you.
what, the lottery? Entering it? Or helping to not
Yes,
go in
go
it?
for it.
You first, my friend. You first. And to be fair, I've just started hearing about this lottery.
This lottery's been going on for 3 years. Every month, someone's gotta be disappeared. Sent out into the wilderness to die.
To be fair, I have mainly been focusing on myself. I haven't really speaking to anyone, I mean, outside the barkeep here.
Chris, do you want to volunteer as tribute?
God, no. I came here to escape, not to die.
Shame.
If I wanted to die, I would have let those damn I let those damn bounty hunters get me and try and collect my tab.
That's all
Which I
really
will-
good.
Which I told the barkeep, I will pay you. I will. I left my wallet at home, but I will clear up my tab. How much do I owe again?
As you've had another drink, 20 silver, 2 gold.
Okay.
Really?
I'll be kind. I'll give 1 gold to Top to pay half the tab.
Gee, thank you. You're so generous.
You know,
B,
your
I
type
paid my
reminds me
drink.
of something. There was another one just like you. What happened to him when he didn't pay his tab?
Well, as you can see, I paid my tab.
No, I paid your tab.
I paid half, and it was technically your tab that was on. And so, I get up. If you excuse me, sir, I'm gonna go figure out this reward.
Right, but
And I walk out to go to this town.
as you're trying to walk out, at this point, the halfling bard kind of like halfway steps between you and the door. He's like, "Hey, heard you're looking for coin."
Go on.
Well, if you didn't know, the White Lady's husband, oh, once upon a time, he was very much a penny pincher. Never wanted to spend one single copper that he saved up. And look where that got him. Got into a fight, got himself sunk in the middle of Loch Dinashire here. But you know what else got sunk with him? His treasure. Every last copper that he saved up got sunk with him in a heavy chest down to the bottom of the lake.
As tempting as that sounds,
You know, they say that it was the White Lady's ghost that sunk him.
interesting. As interesting as that may be, I feel like if I go swimming in this weather, I'll end up dying before I even make it to that chest.
So you're not an
So
idiot.
Wouldn't be much of a
I never
loss.
said I was. Hey. And with that, I step out of the the tavern to go figure out if there is a reward for this thing. Because at this point in time, I take my chances with whatever investigation work it needs to be done than swimming.
The halfling just kind of like waves his hand at you. And then he goes to bother someone else in the tavern as you walk out. Start making your way
Going-
through the freezing wind in the cold streets towards the glowing firelight out towards the center of town. At this point, the fire's burned away a little bit. It's not quite the blazing inferno that you left, but there's still a sizable crowd like huddled around it trying to keep warm.
Okay, I want to do one of two things. The first thing is, could I use Control Flame? Wait, do I have that still?
Yes, you
What
have
do you wanna
control
do?
flames.
Okay. Could I use Control Flame to kind of control a small portion of the flame into my hands and just be able to hold it without burning me to warm up my hands?
You can. The people of East Haven are a little on edge of mages as of late.
I do it discreetly.
You call from a fire that's in the middle of a huddled crowd to hold in your palm discreetly. How do you do that?
I take one of the embers that goes up that has a small, tiny little fraction of a flame. I control that and make that slightly bigger just to warm my hands because I don't need a big flame, just a little bit.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
How do you do that? How do you do that on Owlbear Rodeo?
You go to your you don't roll on Owlbear, you go to your D&D Beyond character sheet and roll
Okay.
it. Okay.
I got in that 20, so 21.
Yeah, so you raise your hand up and an ember basically just like falls right into your hand. And you very quickly cover it with the other hand and begin to warm your hands with the flame that you have claws get a little bit bigger.
I would also like to just take a moment just to take in the execution and see if there's that could give any hints to anything. Just like anything I could make for coin. A little locket that survived, something like that.
You take a look. You aren't really able to get too close to the burning body, but you don't see really anything shining on the body or anything really that would be of value. The only thing that you would think that could be valuable on his person would be his wizard robes, which are actively burning away right now.
Damn. This would have sold for a lot.
He didn't have his book on him.
He does not have a book on him.
Okay.
With that, I make my way into the town hall.
And me, I'll just be like following him around sneakily, just trying to make sure he doesn't get himself into trouble.
Mm-hmm. Daxter, you're with this group?
The best way to stealth is to just walk through town.
Just be inconspicuous.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk after them.
No, I'm just imagining just Tob just crouch Skyrim style, just walking through town.
I'm behind a door, like a.
You will
He won't see
very
me.
quickly have several guards interrogating you if you try to sneak around like that.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't do it like that though.
So I make my way into town hall.
Mm-hmm. You make your way into the town hall, and you're immediately met with some very comforting warmth, as there's a couple braziers that are lit in the kind of open foyer here. And there's like a little desk behind which is sitting the woman that you saw before, having taken off her fur coat, has a tight, like light brown bun, and she's wearing this expensive-looking tailored fur coat. She's like writing on some paper with a quill. Doesn't look up from the paper. Can I help you?
Yes. So, I didn't hear it in your speech or things, but for helping with the investigation, is there any type of cash prize or reward that I could gain from it?
Reward? I'm afraid we're a little tight on cash, but we did confiscate a couple things from the wizard. If you want a reward for helping out. Do you even know what I'm asking you to do yet? Or you just coming in asking for money?
More coming in to see what I can do for money, but yeah, I don't know what it's about at all. I just need
Look, if you've just come here for money, I'm going to have to kindly ask you to leave. We don't have a ton to spare, and I have so much paperwork to fill out.
I'll whisper to Chris and be like, Chris, I recommend getting accepting the wizard's belongings as a reward. You might gain some use out of it.
I jump and just yell, "What are you doing here?" The entire time I
like lean in and like whisper in your ear. You're like, whoa.
I know you're here. Cool, I'm that alone. Okay. Now I'll take whatever he had. That's fine. I just need something.
Well,
By the way, what did he have that you confiscated, though?
we
is
confiscated a few things, but in terms of what we can give away, these are things that these are off the books. Unless I don't really have to get authorization to give you one of these, but only one. And she reaches into a pouch that she kind of has on her belt, and she pulls out this probably about like a 6-inch long copper tube that she puts on the table. It's very intricate, has almost like a clockwork opening mechanism. And then she also places down a what appears to be a gray pouch.
Would any of this be recognizable to me? Since I am a sorcerer in some...
Aren't you a wizard?
Yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Are you a wizard or a sorcerer? This.
Sorcerer.
Oh, okay.
Where is that? Acrobatics, animal handling. Arcana. Okay.
I was under the impression that you were a sorcerer, so books probably wouldn't help you.
17.
I mean, you can clearly tell that both are magical. You're not exactly entirely sure what the bag is, but the tube is very clearly a spell scroll tube.
I suppose I'll do. I'll agree to help with this investigation for reward.
All right, which one do you want? You have time to think about it, and you can tell me which one you want when you finish your investigation.
Is there anything I could do? Could I do like a history check to see if I recognize anything on it? To see if I could recognize it in any way, shape, or form?
The spell scroll is within the copper tube here. You don't actually know what kind of spell scroll it is.
Is there any marks on the tube that could tell?
What languages do you know?
I know. Let's see here.
You know a lot, I
Common,
think.
Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Orc.
It in Draconic script, it says something in Elvish. A very odd combination.
So it's a Draconic language saying something
It
in
is.
Elvish.
It is Draconic runes, but Elvish text.
Interesting. Can I make out what the Draconic is saying? Or do I need to get closer hands on it?
You would need to know both Draconic and Elvish.
He does, doesn't he?
Oh, he does. Okay. I can't. So, you take some time to study it. You're not able to fully decipher it, but it does say something about fire.
How peculiar.
That would be useful in this campaign.
I'll take the tube. The tube.
All right, you'll take his spell scroll. Let me make a little note of that, and she pulls out a little, like, hand notebook. Writes off.
I whispered, or not I whisper, but like I say to the lady, could I perchance, what was the voice I keep forgetting the voice I'm using.
Remember your S's.
Okay. Could I perchance have my reward be the bag?
People are gonna question if 2 things go missing.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
How about this, Hobbs? I'll give you 5 gold for it. Once we complete everything.
Captain Snickers.
Okay. Never mind. It's like I could only bring out the voice when I mention Chris's name. Chris.
So, now that you've discussed the reward, would you actually like to know what you're investigating?
Sure, ask. I would like to know. I mean, it's not that important, am I right?
Well, I can tell you this much. It has something to do with that wizard you just saw burning back there.
Ew. This isn't going to get me killed, is it?
Hopefully not.
There was a hopefully. You paused. Uh-oh.
Listen, I don't know what your history with adventuring is, but Zahn there lured some adventurers on some quest to find some ancient secrets that might be worth money or something. I'm not sure the full extent of it, but he coldly murdered the adventurers after luring them out into the wilderness.
Secrets?
That execution there
Ancient?
isn't some act of vengeance or anything, but we're trying to deter anyone from doing something similar. You understand. It's the cost of business, running a city and all.
Oh, I fully understand. By the way,
But,
what is up with these ancient money prize things that you were just mentioning? Quests? All I heard was money and then secrets.
Oh, that's the whole spiel that he used to lure adventurers to their doom. Anyway, 4 fishermen went missing on Lake Dinashir about a 10-day ago. We know the coastline's hard to sail because of the ice, but, the savvy anglers among us prefer it. So it's a little weird that they've been missing for a 10-day.
That is odd.
We suspect it might have had something to do with Zahn before we finally brought him to justice. We're gonna need a small crew to go and scout, see if you can find any clues as to what happened to the fishermen. Just sail along the coastline of Lochdenshire. You don't have to go too far in.
Okay. That seems reasonable enough.
Yes.
It's even more reasonable. We've got a nice rowboat there that you can borrow.
Well, I call lookout. That means, Tubbs, you're on the oars.
Fucking great.
That's the
and,
spirit, old chap.
and I guess we make our way out then with the, what was it, a kayak?
She's on a rowboat out on one of the docks.
A rowboat? Okay, then we'll head our way to the docks. Is Daxter with us?
He's been
He
standing
should-
there the
yeah.
whole time.
Okay.
Is he just following us now?
He wanted to see how far you get before you realize.
I mean, I
So-
knew you were there.
I have to ask, have you even used a boat before?
Me? Or Tops? The
I'll-
lizard guy over there.
I'll figure it out.
Before you all leave, there might be a trap laid by Zahn. We didn't really scour the coastline. That's kind of what you're doing. But you sure that you guys are going to be okay by yourselves?
What's the worst that can happen?
I'm
You
quite
die.
sturdy.
You're like, it's just like when in the immediate reaction, it's like when Chris is what's the worst thing that can happen? Daxter points at him, you die.
The odds of that
Yeah, well-
happening.
Worst that can happen? Okay. And then you just kind of hear in a lower register, almost to herself, but still audible enough that you can hear. May Auril be merciful.
I suddenly have a sinking feeling in my stomach that something's gonna go wrong. Oh well. I got enough fails to last me the rest of my life. I'm good.
Let's hope nothing else sinks.
And just before Daxter walks off, you wouldn't happen to know a healer, because they're going to be losing some things.
I don't think I would know a healer in this city.
He's just leading to he's asking the cap. The captain.
Oh, are you asking the captain?
Yeah, because he's just like, he knows that one of you is going to get stabbed or shot or bitten.
Like I said, I have a sturdy body, so I think our sorcerer over here is more likely to get actually stabbed.
But I mean,
So
I
the
have a
captain's
sturdy
still
meat
like
shield.
filling out her paperwork, not really looking up, and then kind of like stops to ponder the question and then takes a deep sigh. I know one, but I don't know. She gives me the.
And the rest of this place doesn't. It's an eternal winter.
Yeah, but with these uneasy times, it's a little hard to trust an outsider, don't you think?
We were all outsiders once, unless you were born into this hell.
She gives you a stern look, finally looking up from her papers. What's that supposed to mean? I can tell you this much, this wasn't always a hell. This was a nice place to live up until about 3 years ago. Anyway, healer. She calls herself Faith. Little devil woman, always wearing a handful of holy symbols. Makes me real uneasy with how comfortable she is when she's outside. And she's an outsider to Icewind Dale and all, but she's healed enough frostbite on my soldier's fingers that I know she's not actively out to hurt anyone, I suppose. But on a mission this dangerous, I don't know if I'd trust her.
Devil woman, you say?
Well, fortunately, you don't have to. Use those two as a test subject. See if her actions are genuine. Then, things work out. Give her a clean bill.
I think she's
Yeah.
staying over at the Wet Trout, is it? One of the taverns. Run by an old dragonborn woman.
There's another tavern.
Appreciate the help, Captain.
Oh no.
I'll go fish her up while these two figure out how to work a boat.
I'll like hold Chris back as he's trying to follow Daxter to the wet trout.
Where is this place? I've only heard of one tavern. Where is this other tavern? It's a place I don't have debt.
Chris, come on. Let's go to the docks.
But me,
Chris.
I'm run by a dragonborn.
as he backs out of the town hall and around a corner.
I split after leaving Tom just to go figure out how to take a boat.
Yes, it's on me.
So, Daxter, you're going over to the Wet Trout to look for this healer.
I think Chris is following him.
I'm gonna take the scenic route to get them all to sober Chris him up.
Oh, I'm like sprinting after you.
Okay, then I'm gonna head to the docks then.
To the docks? Alright. Well, we're gonna go with, this group going to the tavern first.
I feel like my voice is gonna keep changing throughout this whole campaign.
You'll land on one.
Hopefully.
So I never did catch a name, big fella.
Never gave it.
Well, I'm asking now.
You ask a lot of things, mostly about coin.
I mean, when you have as many debts to pay as I do, you may intend to focus on the coin.
Surprised you lived this long.
Same, honestly. I thought I would drink myself a river by now.
Path
I
you're
hold
going,
it-
you just might.
If you're coming along on the adventure, then I might as well know your name. Chris Moon, I stick up my hand.
I know your name. He's walking.
Well, yes, you know my name. But formal introductions are fun. I'm just standing with my hand out as he's just walking away, isn't he?
Yep.
I catch up. I'm just like,
If
"You know,
I
I'm
was,
trying."
if I was there with you, I'd be like, you look like an idiot.
Like, I just quickly catch him and be like, you know, I'm trying to be nice.
You're not good at it.
Oh yeah, I'm drunk.
You guys, I mean, with Daxter doing everything to slow you down from getting there, it probably takes you like a solid half hour to get to the wet trout. By which point you've sobered up a little.
Wind did him good.
I swear,
No,
if he
it
puts all
didn't.
my tab again.
You're a little chilled, but otherwise unharmed.
Why did we have to go to scenic route? I don't think this was the fastest way to get here.
What would you know? You'd never been.
No, but I don't think it would take it this long normally.
It's the other side of town.
Well, yeah. But still, I can tell how much more I've silvered up. It's not fun.
At this point, you can actually feel the sting of this freezing wind on your face.
That ale is the only thing keeping me warm nowadays.
All you need is a little exercise. It'll get your blood pumping.
Ugh, exercise. I've done enough running in my life for now. Thank you.
I'll take this job and you'll be doing more.
If it gets me my prize, I'm all going for it. It seemed interesting. May not be gold, but it's interesting. I opened the doors to the tavern and walk in.
All right. You open the doors to the tavern, and you are immediately hit with this cacophony of voices. It is a very loud, large, and busy tavern. Couple barmaids running around, trying to get people food and drink. You see a bunch of off-duty guards being particularly rowdy off in one corner of the tavern. And you see the barkeep, a older-looking white dragonborn, very quickly filling orders, and she finally just like sits down and then pulls out this long pipe and begins to take a big puff from the pipe. And she looks over your way. And what can I do you for?
Well, hello there, young fine lady. I would like 2 pints of ale.
2 pints of ale.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, and my friend over here is looking for someone. I came for the ale.
Not his friend, and you may not want to pour than that. He's not good for it. He's just gonna put it on someone else's tab.
No, I have the coin. I always pay with my own coin whenever I enter a new tavern. As per respectful. Plus, I like dragonborns. I had a few good friends with who are dragonborns.
You ever heard of karma?
Yeah.
They say it always catches up to you. And
I
this
know
whole
that.
lottery business going on, you might find yourself on the receiving end of a little sacrifice if you
Nah, if I make myself
Putting it-
useful.
on other people's tabs.
I only put on one other person's tab. I hear it now, so I can't. Plus, I'm stuck here for the meantime, so I have to.
I gave him the same warning, and he brushed it off too. You know, he's gonna end up on a pike.
She chuckles, and as she's doing so, you can see hanging from her neck is a symbol with a 6-pointed snowflake, or like a 6-pointed snowflake amulet, like on a chain.
Would I be able to recognize that, like as in history or something like that, check?
No check. That is the symbol of Ariel the Frostmaiden. Whoever this person is, she is an open worshiper of the Frostmaiden.
Interesting necklace you got there.
She glares at you.
What? I noticed it, and it looked cool. I have no clue what it means. That was interesting.
Anyway, and she
Yeah,
turns to
loud.
Dexter. What can I do for you?
A bit of information would be nice. I heard that there was a healer here.
I might know a healer.
I was told a devil one. He did a little bit quieter.
You looking for the tiefling woman that just showed up?
Aye.
She
Sounds
leers. And what do you want with her?
I lean over and I say, this guy thinks we were going to get ourselves killed.
Well, you are, but
I say
I wanted to see her worth.
She takes another long puff of her pipe. Well, if you go out and get yourselves killed, that's probably the Frostmaiden's way of telling you that you were not ready. I don't know what you're doing. I'm not gonna pry. But consider it a test of your mettle. Just like the 10 Towns is being tested by her.
And I it is Dexter. Aye, that I shall. And he has no qualms with saying this because personally, he isn't religious. He knows the gods exist.
Mm-hmm.
He knows, obviously, but he's not religious. So he's not co-signed to a particular one, so he can calmly and confidently revere any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. And I relish in this test. However, some of us aren't so thick-skinned, so they may need the extra help.
I look over, just like, did someone say something about me? Just confused as I'm just drinking my ale. Just half listening to the conversation.
You want me to go talk to her? What do you want me to say? She usually doesn't come down to socialize very often.
That's a good thing. A request for aid for an adventurer in need.
Suit yourself. And she puts up like a little sign that says "Be right back," and starts making her way up the stairs to like the inn level of the tavern. And you wait there, probably good 10 minutes.
In that time, I drink both my ales.
Okay. You do so. Quite intoxicated at this point.
Woohoo! That takes the bite of this cold off.
Eventually, the dragonborn woman starts coming down the stairs with this young tiefling in tow in this unseasonably light clothing. She's almost wearing kind of like a spring vest and and some like riding breeches, a little bit of like a hood and scarf. And you can see she has probably a good like 10 amulets on like chains of different length hung around her neck and shoulders, each revering different gods.
Do I see one for the? Do I see one for the Frostmaiden?
Yes, the shortest chain is one of the Frostmaiden. She is eventually escorted over to you. She just gives a little shy wave. I heard someone was looking for me?
Aye, that we are. And Dexter,
Yes,
courteously gives a bow and tips his hat.
Mm-hmm.
Excitedly
The
waving.
woman
Hi!
looks at you. She's got this like pale blue skin and these piercing, icy blue eyes. Hi.
Ooh, I like your horns. So cool.
Thank you. And she like tries to cover them up a little bit with her hood. Very
You don't
clearly
need
not doing a
cover
good
them.
job.
They look fine.
People tend to get anxious around them.
I don't see why. If anything, you should be proud of who you are. Despite what other people may think. But I mean, that just comes from the drunk like me, though. So take that advice as you will. Oh, I turned to the barkeep. How much was it for the ales?
For you, 5 silver.
Okay, is 5 silver for half a gold coin?
Yep. And you've gotten 2, so that is a gold. For the 2 of them.
Okay. I'll give her 2 gold coins as a courtesy for her troubles.
She stares at the 2 gold and looks back at you. And then quickly pockets them.
For your
And
troubles.
then, you see her eyes like flick over to a sign that's kind of like posted in the doorway. That, when you look over, reads in bold letters, "Watch thy pockets."
I mean, it's like the only 2 coins I have. But for you, it's deserved. A good barkeep deserves a good tip. Despite how much I may need that coin. You guys are the ones that supplied me with ale, and I'll pay back.
Playing a dangerous game.
I
People
mean,
might think you're made of money.
yeah. Except I openly show that I am fully broke.
Right.
I mean, hell, that's half the reason why I came to this town before this whole snow business happened.
Excuse me. What exactly did you want from me?
Yes.
All right.
While he is having his drunken stupor, allow me to get to the point. We are on a quest to investigate some out-of-turn murders that are encroaching on the monthly sacrifice. We're to see what was the meaning of that, if you are willing to provide us some assistance, namely him.
Long story short, he thinks me and my friend are going to get killed.
Because you are.
No, we're not. I'll be fine. He's my meat shield.
What exactly are you investigating, and how does this involve me?
Well, when he takes 2 steps out, he's probably going to hurt himself. and I heard that you are a very skilled healer, and it'd keep him from hurting himself too badly.
I mean, I don't know about guild, but I guess I can help with frostbite and stuff.
Perfect.
With this meat in me, I'll be fine. I don't feel the cold at all.
Mead? There hasn't been mead in
Ale.
months.
Ale, whatever it's called. I drink what I drink.
I'm sure you can see my meaning.
Right, so you need me to keep your friends from dying? Is that it?
Yeah.
We can word it like that.
He like
We're
begins
friends
to
now.
like slowly pull on her like wine red hair, like a nervous gesture. Is what we're doing dangerous?
Shouldn't be. Just
I mean,
a small trip to the lake.
if they're like Miko, then I think we'll be fine.
Consider it practice.
Exactly.
Okay. I'll come along, I guess. Who are you working for? Or is this just you going on your own volition?
Well,
Was it
the
chief
one
of
who told
police?
us about it was the town captain, but
Ah,
it is our own choice, as it is yours. Feel free
You're
to say
working
no.
for Captain Arlagath?
She's the one that recommended you.
I suppose I should come along then, if nothing else, to get her off my back.
Aye.
She seems
Correct.
awfully suspicious of me. If it were up to her, I'd be going the same way as Zahn.
With news that she'll join us, I'm around to say, more drinking buddies!
And
Put my hands
I'm
high into
sorry,
them.
but I don't drink.
Aww.
I'll keep the
That's
captain
okay.
off your back.
I'll drink for you. How about that?
Okay.
Let's go make some money. With that, I walk out of the bar.
Suppose we'd better go then.
Aye. And once we leave the tavern and we're out of direct earshot, I will quietly ask. So I notice you have a lot of different devout symbols. Are you just devoted to several gods, or?
As you're walking towards the docks, she just kind of thinks about it. And she's like palming like each holy symbol one by one. All my life I've been alone. You see, my sister, she took a different path than me. I grew up on the streets. My bed is a warm pile of garbage, if I was lucky. The only place that I found solace that ever gave me the time of day was in the temples growing up. Many of them would take in an orphan child, at least for a night. I learned pretty quickly which temples would take me. Worked out a rotation so I wouldn't get chased out all the time. Does that answer?
It works for me. I know what it's like to be on your own. For a while, I was on my own as well. Then, that's when I found my crew.
Brew. You like a pirate?
I prefer sailor. But
Okay.
some may call us pirates. We sailed the seas, did what we felt needed to be done. And one day, maybe around the time this Rime came to be, we sank.
Sank.
I was the only one who got out of that one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's in the past. People come and go, but the heart remains. That's the important.
You have anything that reminds you of that time? I know for me, the reason that I have all of these symbols, every time I would run away, I would collect a token from the priests, thinking somehow that would be enough to keep me safe. Now, well, you can see how many I have now. I had more at one point, but they're really heavy.
He reaches underneath his coat and shows the hilt of his rapier. This sword here actually belonged to me, Captain.
Wow. I guess he did say he didn't make it. Said you were the only one.
Only thing I could salvage.
Okay, just making sure. I won't be able to hear any of this, basically.
Correct.
Got it. Okay.
You probably catch like the ending bit of that, just because at this point, they are at the docks.
So I basically just hear him say, "My captain."
Mm-hmm.
Captain? What captain?
Did we meet up?
Yeah, captain.
Yep, the four of you are now on the dock. I imagine, Tobe, you've gotten the rowboat ready for everyone.
Yep.
I yell at Tob. Hey, you figured it out!
Chris, you weren't bothering everyone, were you?
I was on my good behavior. I mean, actually paid for my drinks. An extra.
Good.
I mean, it was like my last 2 coin, but...
Also, just like a little side note, as all of you are bundled up in these big, like, fur winter coats, she's still in that unseasonable getup of just like a light jacket and a scarf and a hood.
I turn to her, basically. I turn to her and say, "Aren't you cold?"
Not particularly. Cold doesn't really bother me.
Well, lucky. Hell. I have to wear this gut, and I hate it. All this to barely keep my fingers. You're lucky.
I think that's why I can treat frostbite so well, is I can be out here when a lot of people can't. So we're going out on the lake?
Yes, we've gotten the rowboat ready. I've gotten the rowboat ready.
Investigating some... Was it fishermen? Sailors.
Fisherman. No, it was fisherman.
Oh, okay, I got it the first time.
Fishermen or sailors?
Mm-hmm.
Potato. Some sailors... I think disappeared? Out on the lake? All I know is didn't come back. At least as much as I remember. And so our job, basically, get on a boat, go figure out what happened. Simple.
Okay.
I mean, what could possibly
She-
go wrong?
Gets into the rowboat, just kind of huddles down.
Nice to meet you. I'm Todd.
Oh, hi, and she gives you a small wave. I'm Faith.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, right. I never caught your name. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Chris,
Yeah, must be the drinks.
you're not the brightest of the bunch.
I'm only this way when I'm drunk.
You're always drunk.
They don't need to know that.
Everyone knows that. I met you earlier today, and I know that.
Okay,
She doesn't, and I'm trying to make a good impression here.
she likely notices. So,
Fine. Let's get
So-
this thing going.
so we're gonna head out. I'm gonna start rowing.
Mm-hmm.
I want
You
to
start making your way out
Mm-hmm.
onto Loch Dinashir. Much of the lake is frozen over. These outer rims stay broken up by fishermen and anglers and sailors that make their way through. But towards the middle of the lake, it would be completely frozen over. So it's going to be mostly like skirting the outer rim of the lake.
Okay.
You can see like you can't see too far out because of how dark it is, but you can see like kind of on the ice that there are like drag marks of boats. I imagine, fishermen go out, do ice fishing on the lake.
Yeah.
How clear is the water in the lake?
Because of the darkness, you can't really see that far into the lake, but the water is clear.
Okay.
Oh, is it nighttime?
It is always nighttime.
Oh, yeah, because of the rhyme. Okay, yeah.
Is he handling the rowboat all right?
Think so.
I like jerked to the side just to fuck with everyone.
I just have to check because it's considered a water vehicle, isn't it?
Yep.
It's its own proficiency.
I don't have any proficiencies with it.
I figured.
You see Tob like struggling with the rows, and like no one else is like bothering to help. There's like he's got it.
It's all chatting in the corner.
No. It's just like because the doctor will sit there. It's like, you all right there, lad? You having trouble?
You think you could help out a little?
Oh, I was so certain that you knew how to do it. You were so confident earlier.
I was forced into this by Chris.
Aye.
I didn't tell you to man the boat. I just said I got lookout. You didn't have to be the one doing the oars.
Hmm.
Here. Let me show you how. Just these ones, right? Then, if your mate Chris decides to give you any grief about it, you could always just tip him over. I'm sure the lake water will be nice and refreshing for him.
Hmm.
Don't you dare.
What a wonderful idea.
Don't give him more ideas. It'll burn out his brain.
Okay. Thank you kindly.
I will remember this.
So, like, are we just going along the outsides of the lake?
Yep, you're just kind of like going along the outer rim of the lake.
Okay.
Beaten path, if you were.
Would
Let me
I be able?
double check my proficiencies. I forgot what I'm proficient in. Check my character sheet.
As you guys are like going along the lake, you can just kind of see Faith kind of dipping her fingers in the water idly, just kind of like playing with the surface of the water. She just mentions back, "You guys think there's fish down here?"
I was just thinking, I was like, can I catch a fish?
Probably. I mean, this fishman.
Would that count as animal handling?
Do you have any fishing equipment?
No, I was thinking just see if I could reach any.
You don't see any fish.
Okay.
At this point, to avoid the fishermen, they'd probably be deeper in. You'd have to go towards the center of the lake and fish them out with ice fishing, like the fishermen do.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Chris, why did you why did you roll animal handling?
I was checking something.
Okay. Sorry, I cut you off.
Are rowing. You've been rowing for probably like an hour by the time he says probably go towards the center of the lake. At this point, it's starting to get like the sky kind of lights up a little. There's like this little twilight period of the day between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. where you kind of get like dawn light, but it never really gets any brighter than that. So there is dim light. You can see out on the lake a little ways.
Okay.
And you can see a few hundred feet ahead of you a rowboat just kind of bobbing in the water amid some small ice floes, not far from a set of 80-foot high cliffs about the shoreline.
Daxter, I think we should go check that out.
Yeah, that probably has something to do with why we're out here.
Tris, maybe you want to stay here, not get yourself killed.
I will be fine.
I like motion, or I like look over to Daxter. I'm like, I don't trust this one.
It's your friend.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Wait? Where is it? Is it like out on the ice, or is
It's like on the side of the lake, nestled up against a set of cliffs.
So could we get to it by walking? Or-
It's in the water, like kind of in between some chunks of ice.
Okay, so should we row over to it then?
I think
You
that's
could
the
row
only
pretty
way we
close.
can go.
Yeah, let's row over.
You guys begin rowing over to the cliffs, and as you're getting closer, you can start to make out the mouths of 4 different caves dotting the snowy cliffside. One of the caves is right at water level, and the others are elevated 20 to 30 feet above the frozen lake. The wind tearing through these icy caves sounds almost like someone wailing or crying.
Are we sure it's the wind?
Well, no time like the present. He brings the rowboat and rigs it to one of the rocks, so it doesn't float away. And he offers a hand to Faith.
You guys are starting like over here, right up here.
Oh, I was looking at the map. Let me see. Let's see. Where's the map?
The boat be like over here.
Okay.
And
There are like moments where my audio starts cutting out. I don't know what's What's happening? It's not often, but weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're up near the rowboat.
You guys are like making your way from up here towards the rowboat.
Is U1 the rowboat?
No, the rowboat's here.
Robots here.
Oh, okay. The one we're going after? The one we're investigating?
Mhm.
Okay. So we're at the rowboat then.
Yep. And this is all like ice,
Okay.
pretty much.
So I'm gonna head over to check out, see if there's any sign of anyone.
So this is all stable, right? So we can put our
Mhm.
tokens up here.
Yep. When you first get out of the boat, I will
How do you
have
do
to ask all of
tokens?
you to make a acrobatics check.
How do you do tokens?
On the right-hand corner or right-hand side.
Oh.
There's a whole bunch of different tokens that you can
Where's
use.
the rogue? Oh, there's the
Make
rogue.
sure you just to make sure you don't slip out of the boat.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Any advantages if you know how to work a boat?
Nope.
All right, just thought I'd check.
How
Do
do
any of
I?
you
How about
have spikes or crampons for your boots?
No. How do I click
Then you have to
the?
make the.
How do I do the acrobatics thing on D&D Beyond?
So what you're gonna do? You're gonna go to your character sheet, and then you're going to.
Oh, there we go.
Click.
Oh, was that a 1? Oh, no.
What would
that was
the
an
shoes
18.
have?
The crampons. I would have to go and look, but I think they just give you advantage on checks.
Okay, I got an 18.
An 18,
Mhm.
15.
15.
18.
Yeah, you all get out. And the ice is slippery, but you're able to right yourselves pretty quickly.
Okay.
I
So
like ice.
I'm gonna start heading over towards the rowboat.
Mm-hmm.
I want to.
Just kind of like bobs in a little hole in the ice.
So it's like stuck.
Yeah, the ice is kind of like frozen back around it.
Okay.
It looks like the ice was broken up.
I'm gonna like look for. I'm gonna investigate the rowboat.
Mm-hmm. You go over and you find painted on the side of the rowboat is the words "bunch of knuckleheads,"
Bunch of knuckleheads.
presumably the name of the vessel.
Hmm.
Well, that's a fun name.
These guys don't have a great naming sense.
Neither do I.
Looking in the boat, you find 4 oars, 4 sets of fishing tackle, so some rods and some lures, some rope, or not rope, fishing line.
Okay.
And then find about a dozen empty bottles and one that has a little bit of liquid left in it.
I'm gonna grab that one first and hide it in my pocket before Chris gets to it.
I just want to check and see if it is actual alcohol.
Yeah, I before Chris even notices it,
Well,
I slip it
we
in
don't
my
know if it is
pocket.
alcohol.
Oh yeah, can I
It's
check and see
not
what it is?
Currently frozen.
Huh?
I said it's not frozen.
So it's probably alcohol.
Okay. Well, I hide that before Chris even notices it.
I walk over and see everything and just like, well, this is our boat, but where are the fishermen? They won't just leave all this stuff here. I know how expensive half this shit is.
Hmm. Can I take one of the fishing rods, since I do have like a cooking thing? It'd be good for me to be able to fish.
Yeah, you can take a set of fishing tackle.
Yeah, can I do that? So I could be able to fish later on.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know how to add that on D&D Beyond, so let's just say I have it.
If you go to your character sheet and you go over to inventory, and you click manage inventory,
Oh.
you should be able to add fishing tackle. It is
Add
an
custom
item
item.
that exists. Nope, it's an item that
Oh.
exists.
Let's see. Where is that?
Go to manage inventory, add item, and
Okay.
then search for fishing tackle.
Oh, search. Fishing tackle. Add. To equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I almost added something else, but I hope I didn't. Yeah, no, I didn't. Good. I almost accidentally misclicked. Let's see.
I turn to top and I just basically say, "So you're stealing these people's fishing gear? I want to figure you as a thief."
Look, we're gonna need to be able to fish for ourselves. Plus, I can make you guys some good food.
Well, we're not going to be out here that long, and we don't even know if these guys are dead or not.
Hmm.
They're just missing.
So, if memory serves, I don't remember. You didn't say 4 were missing. I thought you said something closer to like 10 fishermen.
It was
missing.
10.
And there's only
No, 4 fishermen went missing a 10-day ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 4. Well, here, yeah, okay, that counts. And,
So, there are multiple different caves around here, right?
Yep. There's one that appears to be like a frozen river coming out of the cavern. And then there's a few more openings, one that's 20 feet up and a couple that are 30 feet up.
Is there any possibility of people getting into the higher caverns?
If you try to climb, you could.
Okay. So it's not impossible for people to get in there.
It's not impossible, but it would be from what it looks like a pretty difficult climb without proper climbing gear.
And from what it seems, it didn't seem like they prepared for any kind of climbing. So, I'd say let's check out down here. Down here. We're at the frozen lake part.
Okay.
And I'll... who's the one in the far back? Is that Chris?
no, that's Faith.
Faith is the one in the
Oh,
back.
Faith is in the far back. Okay.
I labeled the tokens, don't worry.
She's just kind of nervously looking about.
Oh, I could zoom in. Okay.
Are we going in there?
Looks like we have to.
Well, they seem to be missing, so we might be able to find something if we go in.
Is it safe?
I could go first if we're not sure. Just to scout it out.
I'll be right behind you in case something happens.
You two. You guys could feel free to stay back there if you want. We'll come get you if we find anything.
We'll see if the coast is clear, then I'll tell you guys to come in if you want.
Okay, so we're gonna start heading in.
The choice is yours, miss. I am more than willing to stay out here with you if you prefer. Or we can go inside with them.
It would be good to split up, would it?
I wouldn't think so either. But
You guys are walking in over this frozen river, and you can kind of like feel the ice moving ever so slightly beneath you as the river is still flowing beneath the ice.
Oh, there we go.
I don't have a good feeling about this, do you, Tub?
One way to find out.
watch your step here, miss.
Fair point. Fair point.
Whoa, watch out, Chris. just to fuck with him.
Since I am drunk, should I do some type of like acrobatics so people stay on my feet since we're on the ice?
I mean, if you want to keep making acrobatics checks with every step you take.
Okay, not that.
Every move you make.
Dear God, that would be a hard campaign to have to do acrobatics check every step you take.
There's a good
I
reason
mean,
why I
you're
chose.
the one who made yourself drunk.
I mean, I did choose functional alcoholic over just alcoholic.
Also, we never introduced our characters technically to the chat. Should we?
Nope, immediately went to go get drunk.
Yeah, no, that Chris was like,
Yo,
I wasn't even sure if me and Chris had met at this point, but then he was like, put it on Tom's tab. I was like, I guess we have met.
I mean, we've been in town for 3 years. I would have already had a tab with you, so.
So should we introduce our characters just for the stream's sake first?
Do we even really have to?
I think at this point,
I think we're pretty well established.
yeah, they are established.
Functional alcoholic.
Oh, I don't even know what race is Daxter.
Human.
Human? Okay. I'm lizard folk, as you guys know, but the chat doesn't necessarily know. I'm a lizard folk rogue. Daxter, what class are you?
I am a fighter.
Okay. Good to know. Okay, we could go on. Back to roleplay. I'll keep heading over here. Is this like a waterfall?
All right. You come over to what appears to have once been a waterfall that has since frozen into several interlocking icicles. It's just kind of like several icicles that form this sheet of ice about 10 feet tall.
Is there a way we could climb it? Or is it too slippery?
There are interlocking icicles. You could see handholds that you might be able to use.
Okay, I'm gonna start climbing
Can I-
then.
Can I first check to see if I can tell if anyone's actually been here yet?
I don't think there
is
would
there
be...
any evidence? Is there any evidence that anyone else was here before?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
A 4.
Before, you don't see any indication that people have been here recently.
Hmm.
Well, either they climbed one of the cliffs, or they climbed up this. There's something around here somewhere.
I think it's more plausible that they climbed this than the cliffs.
Well, the cliffs are solid rock. This is ice.
Hmm.
I would assume it's more slippery.
I'm gonna start climbing up.
All right, go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
Okay, let me switch windows and athletics. Ooh, that's gonna a 12.
All right. As you're climbing up, you feel your hand slip from the handholds, but you just barely catch yourself and continue to make the climb up.
I climb up after him.
All right. Make an athletics check for me.
I think it's-
Todd just like barely did it, and I don't think Chris.
As you're climbing up, you feel one of the icicles snap, and you're now just like kind of hanging there from one hand as the icicle falls down to the ice below and shatters.
Map! Hey, Top, do you have a rope?
Wait, do I have the adventurers pack? Actually, I might actually have a rope. Let me see.
My plan was just to toss a rope down to help the other two come.
I do actually have 50-foot of rope, but
Okay.
if I'm thinking in Tobb's mind, would I consider giving Chris the 50-foot of rope?
That's an answer that you have to come up with. I can't help you.
Chris, do you really need the 50-foot of rope? Do you really need the rope? I didn't have to specify 50
It's
foot.
either that or I fall.
Have fun. No, I'm kidding. I'll toss
Bastard.
I'll toss a little bit of the rope down.
All right.
Um
All right. Chris, go ahead and make another athletics check with advantage.
Okay. Oops.
Tom and
Click
Tom
on
and
that.
Chris are like the buds who like don't give a fuck. Like you can't tell if they hate or like care for each other.
11. You are. The rope comes down just in time for you to grab the rope as the other icicle that you're holding onto snaps. You're just kind of like hanging there by the rope, and then Tobe kind of pulls you up.
Mm-hmm.
You just barely make it up the waterfall.
Chris,
Okay.
you're heavy.
Shut up, man.
I imagine it's like a beer belly, like too
I
much drinking.
lowered down a rope behind me for the other two to help.
I'm assuming I'll lower down a little bit more of the rope, just in case it doesn't fully reach the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Faith kind of just like holds up her lantern and looks up the waterfall and looks over to Daxter. This doesn't look very safe, does it?
It's about as safe as a frozen waterfall can be, but, you know, that's the only lead we have. I can give you a boost if you prefer.
I suppose. She like grabs the rope with one hand, still holding onto her lantern.
I'll start pulling it up, pulling the rope up. Actually, yeah, I'll pull the rope up and then I'll send it back down for Daxter after Faith is up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll give her a foothold so she can get up there faster.
Mhm.
All right, now she needs to make the roll with advantage. Let's go do that. Athletics. She's not very good at this. Oh, I forgot.
I have a -1 in strength, so I just barely like passed.
Okay. Between the rope and the handhold or the foothold, she is able to get herself up the waterfall.
You good?
She immediately goes over into the corner that's off the ice.
Smart move.
I'll throw it back down for Daxter.
Keeps the lantern trained on this area to light it up.
And up we go.
I'll start pulling up
make
again.
an athletics check with advantage.
13.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're able to pretty easily get up the waterfall. Although, getting up the waterfall, you do kick off a few loose icicles.
So, are we going to keep going or?
Do you want to keep following the river up here, or there's another way over here?
I'm going to not go on the ice.
Let's
Well.
scout out the safe route first.
I never said it was safe. I just said it was another.
The non-icy route.
It's less likely for us to fall route. Anything that I don't want to go across one of those frozen waterfalls again. I nearly died.
It was 10
Oh.
feet.
You see the cavern keep going for like another 20 feet, and then you start seeing a little, what appears to be a staircase, kind of like roughly hewn into the rock.
Okay.
Well, that's peculiar. Can I do an insight check on it to see if I notice anything special with it?
It's a staircase.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Insight. 10.
It's a staircase in the rock.
Okay.
I'm like, it's just a staircase.
You never know with these things. Plus, I didn't say I was inspecting it that loud. I'm just doing it for myself to see if I notice anything. Anything you need to be worried about.
So
odd.
is Daxter and Faith gonna stay on the icy area, or are they gonna follow us?
I was letting her go. I was letting Faith
Okay.
go first.
So that's party order then.
Yeah. Cover in the
Back.
Cover in the back, in case something comes up to our backs.
Mm-hmm.
Bob is quite confident in his tough hide.
You come into this room. You kind of like feel this draft of air, and as you look up, you can see there's some fissures in the ceiling that reach out, and you can see some starlight filtering down from it,
Okay.
just ever so slightly. And you can see on the floor there's some dark liquid painting the icy floor here, and there's several bones littering the floor. You can see some knucklehead trout, some humanoid skeletons that are kind of broken into pieces, and several piles of small animal bones.
Let me check something before I say anything. I want to see. Do I have? I do have. Can I do like a medicine check to see if there's any way of seeing how they died, or is it just not worth it on a skeleton?
On a skeleton, it would be a pretty high DC.
Okay. I'm gonna try anyways.
Okay. Roll a medicine check.
Fuck.
A
5.
natural 1.
Yeah.
They sure died.
They died.
They sure are dead bones. But as you're looking around, in the corner, you see, kind of like over here, nestled in among the other bones, is this enormous humanoid skeleton, partially encased in ice.
Okay.
What the hell is going on here?
Where over is it? Is it like
Over here.
okay? I'm gonna go
Kind of
check
like
it.
partially in the wall and partially encased in ice and surrounded by other bones.
I'm gonna check it out, I guess.
All right. Going to go take a look.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I vote for going
see.
back on the ice path. I'll deal with ice than whatever did
Huge.
this.
It is a skeleton. The skeleton is about twice your size. It is
Okay.
a big skeleton.
So definitely not human.
You've never seen a human that big.
Okay.
Although it does look like just a very big human skeleton.
Is there anything else about the skeleton that we can figure out, or?
You can see, kind of like protruding from its chest is a giant axe. It's like kind of like buried in the creature's ribcage and partially frozen over.
So we can assume it's murder. Or it was fighting something that killed it.
Perhaps.
But I do a check to see how old this body may seem to be.
There's no sign of like any flesh or anything on these bones.
Okay. Can I do a history check on the axe to see if I would recognize what time period it came from? Like how long roughly this person's been here?
Are you just looking at it, or are you like trying to get a close look? How
Trying to get
exactly are you
close.
doing this?
Trying to get a close look at it.
Go ahead and make a history check.
20.
20?
Yep.
You figure out based on the carvings and the shape of it that it is a frost giant's axe. Just as you figure that out, the eye sockets in the skeleton all of a sudden have these icy blue pinpricks of light
Oh, God.
I'm gonna like
flare to
note.
life.
I'm gonna.
Um,
Can I notice this and like back up?
Oh, you absolutely notice this.
Okay.
And the ice around it begins to shake violently.
I'm gonna like yell for Daxter. Daxter!
I think they got themselves into a mess. Alright, excuse me.
Run!
Boy!
The other way.
Going.
I will
It's-
sprint down the stairs. The other way.
I'm
As you're doing
gonna.
that, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna get out my daggers.
Ah, fuck!
Let's see.
I got a
13.
4.
13.
Put it in chat, friends.
Yep.
Oh, it's in
Put
chat.
your initiative roll in chat.
Okay, it is in chat. I think
In Frostmaiden chat. In the Discord.
in the Discord. Oh. Wait. So just right here.
Like
Okay.
I did. Right.
Okay. My chat said free calcium.
Debbie Bones.
Yummy.
All right.
Oh.
Daxter, you're up first.
Alright. God. This is a mess that we're getting ourselves into. Alright.
Would anyone else have figured out there's a ice troll? Well,
Frost giant.
ice troll, frost giant. And bound things.
Unless you told them no.
I yell at them, basically saying, "It's an undead frost giant." So they at least know what they're facing.
Great.
Fun.
This is definitely what I wanted to deal with today.
Why the hell is that here?
Faith,
I
you
thought
stay
we
in the
just-
back.
I plan to be.
I was talking to Faith, not you, Chris. You're gonna help
Saying the
us.
faith?
I said, Faith, you stay in the back.
I don't really know what's happening.
There's a frost giant.
There's a
I
what?
can't really- Yeah. There is a giant frost giant skeleton.
Her eyes
That-
widen and she begins to back away.
Well,
So Daxter, what are you doing?
When I first heard this theme music, I thought it sounded like Sephiroth's theme for a split second.
Okay, just a skeleton, it's stuck in the ice.
It is currently partially entombed in ice, yeah, and it's got a big axe in its chest.
Axe in its chest.
Can you like try and bury it deeper in the frost giant's chest?
I would just probably break the ice, making it set free. Because it's not alive. There's no organs to kill.
It's still alive.
Well, no, you can't kill it with an axe and things that way, at least.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
I have a feeling if we free the axe, it'll just break more ice, make it come out more.
Okay, so not much we could do here other than I will take my crossbow and I will aim for its face.
Uh-huh. Roll to hit.
That's a 7.
7. I don't imagine that hits.
It could have.
That don't hit.
Does not.
You fire your crossbow and it just goes like right through its ribcage.
Nice aiming.
Firing at its gut isn't going to help.
That's
There's
actually
nothing you-
impressive, Daxter.
Anything
You think
else
you
wanna
can do
on your
better?
turn?
I can't. I just have daggers.
You have spells.
You wouldn't know that. I didn't disclose. I told you guys. Anything.
Oh.
Okay, so
I feel like I would know as your drinking buddy.
I would say you know, but you know not to tell.
Okay.
Can I just maybe just switch and just put my and just prep my shield even if I can't pull a weapon?
If you didn't have your shield equipped and you put your crossbow on, you wouldn't be able to put your shield back on. There's only one item interaction per turn.
Because I had the crossbow, I wanted to see if I can drop and switch to the shield.
Is dagger also a bonus action?
So did you have the crossbow out already when you were running up?
Yeah.
You could drop the crossbow on the ground and put your shield on, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so that's your turn.
Yeah.
Alright, Tope, it is your turn.
Okay.
Which tile are you on, Dexter?
This one.
That one? Okay.
I assume I'm gonna have to get pretty freaking close to stab it with my dagger.
If
So-
you want to stab it with your dagger, yeah, you will have to get in melee range, unless you want to throw it.
Yeah. Like,
I'm-
here.
Right here.
Yes, right there.
Okay,
That
I'm
would be
gonna.
stabbing. That's
I'm-
stabbing distance.
I'm gonna
That's stabbing
stab.
distance. You're gonna
Um.
stab?
Yeah.
Alright, go roll to hit.
Okay. Come on.
You do not get sneak attack because it's not surprised, and you don't have an ally within 5 feet.
Do I have a bonus action?
What's up?
Do I have a bonus action?
You do have a bonus action.
Can I use dagger again for bonus action? That's how it was in.
Rogues can do that, right? Or do you get that later?
I was able to do it as a wizard in my last campaign, but I don't know if that's a different per campaign or.
I think you can offhand, like as a
Yeah,
bonus
that's
action.
what I
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't have a
Don't
shield
get
on,
any
but you
bonuses.
can. Yeah.
Okay,
You
then I'm
just,
good.
yeah, you don't get
I'm
any
gonna go
proficiency
again.
bonus on the attack.
17. Does that hit?
You don't get your proficiency bonus on the offhand attack unless you have a certain fighting style.
So
So that would be a 12.
so I'm guessing also doesn't hit.
The 12 does not hit either, correct.
Okay. Can I back up or am I screwed?
You can back up.
Okay. I'm gonna back up to here.
Alright. As you're backing up, you kind of like hear the ice begin to crack behind you as the
Oh.
skeleton begins to shift.
Okay.
It is now Faith's turn. She's going to back up, and then she's going to call forward. Let me make sure that this is ranged. Nope, that is touch. Oh, no, that. She's going to call out to Daxter. She's going to say, "Please endure this!" And a shimmering field, almost like snowflakes, appears and surrounds Daxter. You now have +2 AC as she's cast Shield of Faith on you.
Oh, that's helpful.
Chris, I assume it's your turn.
Then, yep, it is Chris's turn.
I might as well attack the thing while it's still stuck in the ice.
How do you get through, friends here?
I
Willing
kill it.
creature. Okay, yeah, you can move him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably squeeze through like that little crack. Yeah,
Yeah,
there.
you can
Yeah.
squeeze. You can squeeze here.
Alright. I squeeze through there, and I cast Firebolt at the thing.
Cast Firebolt. All right, roll to hit.
16.
16 hits.
Alright.
Roll damage.
3.
Okay.
All right, you do 3 damage as you throw the firebolt, and it hits. True, but you do shatter some of the ice that's on the creature.
You know magic. It's just Dexter probably. You know magic.
We'll discuss it later. For now, we're trying to survive. I back off to be beside
Alright.
Dexter.
And as you're backing off, you feel the sickening, or you hear the sickening crack behind you as the skeleton frees one of its arms from the ice,
crap.
and then grabs the handle of the axe that's in its chest and begins to pull. It is now Dexter's turn.
Can't have it doing that now. Well, here we go. Draw my rapier now that I have my shield. We're gonna get personal.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a 22, my friend.
22 to hit. That do hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
4.
4. Mm-hmm. Alright, yeah, you run up and you get a solid swing with your rapier, and you manage to like scratch one of its ribs.
Now my turn.
Doing anything else, Daxter?
Let's see. No, that's it.
That's your turn. Alrighty. It is Tobe's turn now, yeah.
I'm gonna go here and attempt to do the same thing I did last turn. So,
Gonna stab it with your daggers.
yeah.
Alright.
19?
19 hits.
So
Go ahead
how
and roll damage.
do I do that?
Should be damage dice as well as the hit dice.
Yeah, right next.
Oh, I see it.
You can click it.
7?
Yep. And you also get your sneak attack because Daxter's right next to it. So if you
So
want to roll your sneak attack damage.
how do I do that? I never.
There should be a button. If you scroll down, it should say sneak attack.
Okay. Let's see. Sneak attack. Oh, yep. 4.
An extra 4 damage.
And can I do dagger again for bonus?
Yep. You can use your offhand dagger. You just don't get your proficiency bonus on it.
Okay, let's see. That misses.
It's a 5 to hit. Yeah, no, that does not hit.
Okay.
The first one, you managed to stab right at its collarbone. You kind of snapped that off. The second one doesn't quite hit anything.
I'm gonna back up and be like, right next to Chris, be like, hey, Chris, I'm gonna hang back here with you.
Sure, I grab him, hold him. You're my meat shield.
For fuck's sake.
Both of you are blatant cowards.
I'm used to just running, not fighting.
Faith just kind of walks a little bit up, but kind of staying in the corner. And she just calls out, if you need any help, just let me know.
We're good for now, but thank you.
And it is now Chris's turn.
I feel like I need to pretty much send this thing to its grave again before it gets loose. And I'll cast Thunderwave.
Casting
Casting
Thunder
what?
Wave.
Oops. I did the damage instead of. Oh, I did the damage.
Thunder Wave is a con save for everything around it, I believe.
But he also rolled damage instead of.
Yeah, you do roll damage on Thunder Wave.
Oh, you do? Okay.
So, Tobe and Daxter, I need you both to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh dear God.
I think I'm good.
I am not.
Okay, so Daxter, you take half damage on that.
How much did he do? 15.
He did 15 thunder.
So I get 7 damage.
No, you take the full damage. Daxter takes half.
Oh, I take full damage. Chris,
You
Chris, you fucking idiot.
I'm not used to this. I have to do spells in use.
Where?
At least that spell.
Wait. I have 12 hit points. I am fucking down.
Tobe is ragdolled, knocked flying into the wall, and collapses unconscious. The Frost Giant Skeleton also takes 15 damage.
Can't fucking believe the first casualty is due to fucking Chris.
Because you've been knocked unconscious, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for lingering injury.
Oh my God. And these all could be 12. These all could be healed in the future, right?
At some price, yes, depending on what it is.
Well,
You do pass though.
okay, good. I'm gonna be like so bad.
This for unconscious.
I was like, the first injury is due to a teammate.
It is now the Frost Giant Skeleton's turn. And at this point, the reverberations from the Thunder Wave kind of weaken the ice even more. And it finally breaks free and starts to stand up.
Oi, what side are you on, mage?
I haven't casted these spells in years.
Did Baxter like see Cobb just leg unconscious over here?
I didn't mean to do this. I'm just trying to kill that thing.
It then looks down at you, Daxter, and its eyes glint a brilliant white-blue light at you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Again?
Again.
How many of these are you gonna fucking give out?
Oh, great. Oh, that's great. That's an 8.
Were you attached to your character?
I guess not.
Am I reading this damage right? Yeah, I am.
We're about to see something in the great beyond in a minute.
You take 29 cold damage.
God.
Oh. Oh my.
Hey, you're alive. You're unconscious, but you're alive.
Yeah. However, that's what, 2?
I need you to make 2 lingering injury checks, yes.
That's a con saves, right?
Yep, 2 con saves.
Okay, that's the first one. Where were these earlier?
You passed both of them. Holy crap.
I know, I wouldn't be dead if I had one of those earlier.
Okay, well, you are unconscious. It is now your turn. Go ahead and roll a death save.
Don't you do those?
Nope, not for this campaign.
Okay.
How do you roll death save? On here?
When your character's unconscious, there's a special UI that opens up.
Last campaign I was in, no one in the campaign died, so wasn't quite sure.
Well, I mean, it opens the UI, but I guess I have to roll it
Manually roll it. I guess.
What is it?
Roll a
Yeah,
d20. It's just a flat d20.
All right. Oh,
Okay, you pass your first death save.
that's hopeful.
Tobe, it is now your turn. Go ahead and roll your death save.
Okay.
Just roll a flat d20. If you get 11 or higher, then it is a pass. If it's 10 or
How
higher, it's-
do I do that on D&D Beyond?
The bottom left, there's a little dice. You click it, and then you just go up to D20. You click it, and then you hit roll.
Okay. 9.
You failed your first death save.
So what you got to do, you got to click the little button in the top right that says Death Saves,
Mm-hmm.
and then click Failure.
Okay.
One of the boxes.
There we go.
Alright,
Mr.
and then
Post,
since you
that's
failed the
me.
death save, can I have you make another lingering injury check?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Let's see. That passes,
You
right?
passed. Yep.
Okay. How do I check the chat again? No. Where's the chat from here? There's the.
It is
this
now
game
Faith's turn. Faith runs up. She's looking around. She sees two people unconscious. You can just like, Chris, you start to see her start panicking. She just kind of puts her hands on Daxter's chest, like starts trying to do CPR, and she's just like, "Come on, persevere! You've got this!" She is going to cast Cure Wounds on Daxter.
I am glad you have that spell.
I'd hope our healer has that spell.
Did it roll? No. That, okay. Daxter, you are up with 5 hit points.
Fantastic. Okay, it just looks at you and you fall over. Okay.
It's now Chris's turn.
Okay, is
Chris?
there anything Is
No
there
thunder wave.
is there I cast Thunderwave. No. Is there anything I can do to help Toad?
If you don't have healing magic or a healing potion, not currently.
Crap, I can't do anything to help you then, pal.
I'm still unconscious,
all I
so I can't even like yell back at you.
Mew illusion won't help either. All I can do is cast Firebolt. And just hope it hits.
You could use your daggers.
What use is a dagger going to do to a frost giant? Skeleton.
My daggers did damage to the frost giant, so
I think I have a higher chance with Firebolt getting better damage.
go for it.
Alright.
13.
13.
Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Ah. So I just miss.
Correct. Yeah, you throw the firebolt and it goes like right through its abdominal cavity where that would be. There's just nothing there to hit.
Why'd it have to be a skeleton? At least I would have hit something then. I don't know what else I could do.
It's Faith's turn? Right?
It is now the skeleton's turn.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, hell.
It looks down. And its jaw hangs as it lifts the great axe up and slams down on you. That is an 11 to hit.
No.
You raise your shield just in time as the impact feels like a mountain has fallen on you. It is now Tope's turn.
Death save?
Don't die.
Yep, make a death save for me.
Don't die. Don't let the first death be because of me.
Ooh, 5.
5. I need you to make another lingering injury check.
And death save.
No, you just made the death save.
Yeah, I know. I have to mark it as a failure, though.
Oh, yep, mark it as a death save failure.
16?
16. Yeah, you pass.
Someone needs to heal me.
It's now Faith's turn. She runs over. And you two, get up, persevere. She casts Cure Wounds.
Hey, Tony.
What's up?
I think you skipped. I think.
No?
Oh, I did skip you.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did.
I did. I'll get to you next then. That's my bad. Tobe, you're up with 7 hit points.
Okay, sweet. So I didn't die. Do those failures stay?
Nope. They reset every time you go.
Okay, sweet. That was terrifying. Let me.
As you're getting up, she looks over at the skeleton and she kind of like clutches the many amulets that she has. She says, "Just so you know, I can't heal you again. So be careful."
Okay. Where the hell did my health go?
It is
Don't
now
need a god
Daxter's
to help
turn.
us.
I don't see my health anymore. Where did my health go?
When you click the death save thing, you can. There's a box that says heal.
Oh,
damage.
heal.
Yeah. Just put,
New HP
just put-
7.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Didn't think I'd be using these right away. So
Chris,
what I'm going to do.
never fucking do that again.
He run over to him and just hug him like, "You're alive! I didn't accidentally kill you."
Yet.
It will happen.
Again.
Dexter,
Chris, remind me never to bring you along on an adventure again.
To be fair, I haven't cast the spells in a while.
We need to
19
quit your
right here.
bickering. There is something very scary in front of us.
I know, that's why I'm bickering!
Okay.
That's what are you doing, Daxter?
Stab it. 19.
19 hits. Roll your damage.
That is 8 damage this time.
8 damage. All right.
All right.
You can see like the frost giant starting to like clatter and deconstitute. Still barely holding together. Whatever magics are holding it together.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to second wind.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1d10 plus 2 to my own health bar. I restore 9 HP to myself.
Deep breath.
And I'm going to action surge. So I can stab him again. That is a 14.
14. That hits. Just barely, but it hits.
So is it
Alright.
AC?
Another benchmark.
Is the AC 14 for this thing then?
Yep.
Okay.
That's another 6 damage.
Is it now? How do you want to do this?
I assume that it's still trying to put what little, well, whatever weight it has into crushing me with its axe as I'm holding it
Yep,
up.
it is. Yeah, the axe is still embedded in your sword, and it is like actively pushing down on you, or into your
My
shield,
shield.
not sword.
As Dexter finds a foothold in the ground behind him, he uses his weight pushing upward, pushing both his rapier and the back of the frost giant's axe into its skull.
All right, yeah, and doing so, putting the weight of the frost giant's axe behind your swing, you cleave the skull in two, and the skeleton collapses in a heap of bones. It's dead. You did it.
Holy shit.
It feels weird not telling you the experience amount because we're using milestones.
Thank God. Daxter, thank you. For getting rid of that abomination.
Faith just kind of like curls up in the corner and she starts sobbing quietly to herself.
And thank you, Faith, for helping us when we were about to die.
You know, when you said we were just looking for some missing people, this is not what I had in mind.
It wasn't what we had in mind either, to be fair.
Don't expect the undead on their first expedition, nor do they expect their allies to blast them in the back.
Chris, are you a fucking idiot?
Is that what that noise was?
Huh?
Yes, Chris thunderwaved us. And I got knocked unconscious.
I forgot what that spell did. I haven't casted spells.
Don't use spells you don't understand.
I know them. I understood them at one point in time.
Anyways,
Sorcerers
is
do
casting.
have a way of losing control of their magic. You're a sorcerer, aren't you?
Yep.
You cast like one.
you
Yeah.
cast like one.
Hey! What's that supposed to mean?
You have to learn control, that's all.
Can we,
Trying really hard not to cry. What's up?
I'm gonna be, like, seeing, is there anything I could rummage from the pile of bones?
There is a frost giant axe in the bones.
Yoink.
Far too unwieldy for you to actually use in combat, but it might sell for something.
I'm gonna take that.
You gonna take that?
Since it's most likely that the people who came here are dead, I don't feel as bad stealing from, stealing their fishing gear.
That's good.
The
My policy
frost
is
giant
to...
axe weighs 30 pounds, and it will sell for 50 gold
Okay.
to the right seller.
My policy is to only steal from those who deserve to be stolen from. AKA other thieves. Or, in this case, monsters that fucking try to attack us.
I think it tried to attack us. I think it was trying to kill us.
Okay, so we gotta... Do I add that in my inventory, then?
Yep. Just add custom item, frost giant axe, 30 pounds, 50 gold.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to wait
I
for
can
me
add
to...
that for you.
Yeah, can you add that?
Mhm.
Okay, thank you. I forgot that you have control of the character sheets. I don't use DMDB on often.
From the description that you gave of the room initially,
Mm-hmm.
there are only bones in here that have been here a while. Like, because like you said, they're bones.
They are,
Definitely
yeah,
not
they are
10
completely
days.
clean bones.
You guys want to keep
Officially
going?
here.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think Dis said that he was BRB.
Yeah, I'm just.
You're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Left for a second to go grab food.
Okay. So do we?
Get ready to pack up just yet. These fishermen that we're looking for ain't here.
Should we keep going in then?
I advised against it. We almost died.
Because of
Oh.
you, Chris.
Yeah, I don't want to kill someone else again.
Chris.
There's a reason why I drink.
This has happened before.
Why do you think I drink?
For the hell of it?
Not to alarm you guys, but and Faith kind of like raises her hand up, and her hand is like partially covered in blood.
Oh, that was the dark liquid.
Yep. Now that you've had time to like calm down, and
I knew it was blood right when you
There's
said there were skeletons.
fresh blood on the ground.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
You're sure it's not from us?
Well, can I see if like the blood is like trailing anywhere?
On a closer inspection, the blood kind of like trails off over here.
That's what I thought was gonna happen. So, Daxter, Chris, I assume you guys want to finish this investigation, so let's keep going. Faith, you stay in the back.
Name scroll, that'll be worth it.
Aye. And how about we put your friend Chris up front so he doesn't blast us in the back?
I did try to.
What's with your mic?
Oh, my PC must have changed to different mic.
Oh my god.
1 second.
But yeah, we're gonna put Chris in the front. I can move Chris's token.
Little like split here.
I didn't realize
Off
that I could move
one
other
direction
people's
and the other
tokens.
direction.
Is the audio better?
Yeah, it's better.
Ah,
Tokens don't have ownership in Owlbear.
Okay. They do in Real 20, so that's why I was confused. Yeah. We're gonna keep going. Actually, I'm gonna get behind Chris. Chris, you stay in front. Chris, you're taking the lead so you don't accidentally kill us from behind.
I'm not going to do that spell again. I panicked and used that spell.
Better to be safe than sorry.
I get that, but still. Surprisingly, I'm better drunk than I am not.
Okay, so
Well,
Chris, which way do you want to go? Right or straight?
You can
Well-
now that you're like over here, you can hear like what sounds almost like faint singing coming from your right.
Well, there's singing in one direction and silence in the other. I vote going in the silent direction, but I also want to get this over with, and I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, Chris, we're
What do you guys think?
on an investigation to find people, not necessarily ignore them.
At the same time, though, we don't know what it is. We just faced against a skeletonized frost giant.
Okay, so we're
I'm
gonna...
going to be wary on anything that there is. I
We're
want
gonna-
to go, but I'm going to do it very quietly.
I'll be right behind Chris.
All right, you wanted to do so quietly. Make a stealth check,
Both of us?
both of you.
Okay. Stealth is something I'm proficient in.
15.
23.
23. All right. Both start sneaking around as silently as possible,
Okay.
and you begin coming into a set of stairs that lead down.
Okay. Let's see.
There is like a faint glowing light in this room.
Well, I turn to Tobe, and I just say, well, ladies first.
Okay, go on ahead.
Hey, you bastard. I start slowly walking down it.
All right. As you're coming down, you come down and find what appears to be a human-ish woman. You're not really sure of race from the back, but a humanoid woman, kind of humming to herself and adding bits of meat to a cauldron that are on a stone slab, and she has like a little floating light by her side as she hums to herself. She hasn't noticed you,
Is that?
but you can hear, like, between her sing-songing, her kind of musing to herself. I wonder what my god was getting up to back there. I wonder if we have intruders. What do you think, Light? Think we have more meat on the menu? Oh, I'm sure they'll come eventually. And then she goes back to stirring the pot.
Hey, Tobe.
Chris, be silent.
I am. What the hell are we going to do? 'Cause
I'm gonna motion towards Daxter, like a hand motion, to bring them closer. Just to get them over here, just in case we encounter any danger. That includes Faith as well, if she sees us.
Encounter any danger? We're in front of danger.
Okay. Chris, be our guest. Go on.
Is there any way I could not... I don't want to go in guns blazing.
No, please.
I'm not stealthy. What could I do to negotiate? I just casually walk in and just like... Just walk by and I'm like, that's a nice light you got there. Oh, madame.
Hobble
I
like
held my
fucking
hand up-
face palm.
I hand up my hand and says, my name is Chris. It's nice to meet you.
The woman turns, and it is a kind of decrepit old crone with these almost like shark-like teeth. She smiles widely at you. Ah, yes, hello, Poppet. I was wondering who was bumbling about my cave, waking up old skelly bones over there. Was that you, my dear?
Why, yes. See, we're looking for some old fishermen that may or may not have wandered in here. And
some old fisherman, you say? And as she says that, she like reaches to a bone on the table next to her and starts picking her sharp teeth with it.
Why, yes. Now, we're just here to investigate and figure out what happened to them. If you know anything, please let me know. And if you don't, then we'll get off your hair and everything will be good.
I whisper. I whisper to. I walk over and whisper to Daxter. Daxter, being a fucking idiot again.
I don't want to just go shooing up an old lady.
Whispering back.
She's evil.
What is happening over there?
He found a woman singing to herself in front of a cauldron, and fucking went up and had a conversation with her.
Was
Don't know what fisherman you're talking about, dearie, but you look terribly cold, and it's just so unseasonably cold out. Would you like a nice bowl of my piping hot stew to warm up your cute little faces? And I know you have friends. I see you talking to them.
okay. Can I do a quick check to see if I can detect any type of magic or something? Like, any reason for me to assume that something's wrong with this stew?
You wouldn't have detect magic, would you?
You can make an insight check.
Yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
detect magic or anything.
I know. But I'm saying, is there anything I can do?
You
Insight.
can make an insight check to See if you
Ah, fuck.
intuit anything about the stew.
Well, 7.
It's stew.
You know, with the very gung-ho way that you approached this woman, you don't really think to question the stew that she's brewing.
Why, thank you. I'll take this too.
I walk up.
She-
I walk
It
up.
is.
I walk up
She,
behind. I walk up behind Chris as he's taking it. I'm like, Chris, don't you think it's a little suspicious?
Oh yeah, no, it is a bit suspicious.
Maybe
What?
hear you, you know, it's very
Keeping up my
rude
hands.
that you would call anti-mod suspicious. After
No, I'm taking this too. In general, just
So rude, you come into my home, and she's like scooping ladles of stew into two stone bowls, one for you, one for Tobe. She puts her hand out, and you can see her nails are awfully long and sharp.
well. See, I'm not the one that distrusts you. He does. I chose to come in here and just say hi. He's the one sneaking in the
Here
corner.
you go.
Thank you.
Some of Auntie Maud's special stew. I hope it's spicy enough for you to keep you warm.
Is that to me or?
Yeah, she's giving one to Chris and one for Chris to hand to you. At this point, the light is kind of like dancing, bobbing up and down, appearing a little
So-
happy that you're taking.
Insight isn't my specialty, but may I?
You can make an insight check.
What was that? 8. That does not do anything, I'm guessing.
That's awfully nice of this woman to offer you some stew.
Thank you kindly. Is Daxter just gonna stay back there, or?
Monsieur DM, how loud was that conversation?
I imagine it wasn't whispered.
Was it whispered, so it probably echoed through
Yeah, you would have heard it.
around the corner?
Mm-hmm.
just like it was just Dexter's backing away, and you know, for reasons, I'm pretty sure that Daxter knows what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time to go.
Is there any way
But,
I could use...
I can't help them.
Cutting back to situation going on over here. The woman smiles, her sharp teeth glinting in the light that is currently bobbing up and down next to her. Well, dearies, eat up.
Why, thank you, madame. But I like your light. Do I have anything to eat this soup with in the first place?
It's... You could drink it.
Okay, I'll drink the soup.
There aren't huge chunks in the soup. It's the like bits of meat and vegetables that are in it are very finely chopped.
Okay, I'll drink the soup.
All right. Yeah, you drink the soup.
I'm
It
gonna.
is hearty and spicy, and it tastes a bit like almost like a ham soup.
Mm-hmm.
I'm-
Like, this is delicious, madame.
I'm gonna wait and see what happens to Chris.
You're right, there is enough spice just to heat you up from this cold. Thank you.
I hope you enjoy, dearie.
I quite did.
Okay, so
Now, you were wondering about those fishermen that you were looking for?
Yes.
Yeah.
Her grin gets even wider as she cackles. They're in your tummy.
Well,
I'm
no,
go-
the people taste good.
Chris. I'm glad I didn't
Oh, like,
eat that yet. Okay. I don't know what to say. So I can assume you're the one who killed him.
Kill them? No, dearies. They came in here all drunk and they drowned in the cold water. Auntie Maud just made sure that they didn't go to waste.
Not gonna lie, I'm a bit impressed by resourcefulness.
Can I tell if she's lying?
Make an insight check.
I took him kind of silly until she attacked me.
12.
12. No reason not to doubt her words. You don't know what really happened here.
As a
Chris,
just a
I think we better go.
Well, at least we know what happened to them now.
Well,
Best be on our way. Goodbye, madame.
I'm gonna ready my daggers just in case.
I'm going to head out, but have one of my
dearies.
spells ready.
Before you go anywhere, anything that happened in these caves, you keep between us, right?
Well, yes,
You're not
madame.
going to go tell the townsfolk that a scary old lady is eating their fishermen, would you?
As long as you don't tell that I ate them too, I'm all good.
Hob will stay silent.
You have my word for now that I will not tell a soul.
For now? Oh, what do you mean for now, dearie? I need a little bit of a little something.
And I solemnly swear on my mother's
No.
grave.
I need a little more than that, dearie.
Although if you want
And
some of my
she's,
flesh,
as she's saying that, her fingers are getting a little too close to one of your eyes for comfort.
just so
I whispered to Daxter. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's
Meanwhile-
dead.
Hold on. Before that, I wanted to set something up. Like while you guys were having a conversation with Auntie Maud, because Daxter figured out like pretty much immediately what was happening. Good Faith, keep your voice down. Make your way out of the cave.
Why? What's happening?
Keep your voice down. Make your way out of the cave.
Oh,
I'm not going to.
Okay. Starts slowly walking her way out of the cave.
And Dexter is just like backing away, keep actually, and then when Tom comes around the corner, like Dexter takes as a cue to leave.
Okay. And then meanwhile, back with Chris and Auntie Maud.
like, sorry, I'm kind of attached to that.
I'm quite attached to living here in these here caves. And if anyone were to find out, and two of her long fingernails start to like touch the outside of your eyeball. That just wouldn't be very nice now, would it? Auntie Maud would have to find a new place to live.
With that, can I cast Mirror of Illusions and just book it out there?
You cast what?
Mirror of Illusions. Well, Mirror
that?
Illusion. Mirror Illusions.
Minor illusion.
Minor illusion.
Minor illusion.
I cannot spell read today.
What kind of illusion are you making?
Multiple of me running in different directions.
That would... You would be able to make one of you.
Yeah.
That would be completely silent. But yeah, you can do that. What direction is it running?
It is going to run... Let's see. Up that way as I run this way.
Alright.
I'm just gonna book it all the way to the next room.
All right.
Just
Your
keep on
illusion
going,
starts running the other way as you hear like this sickening crackling noise as Antimod's voice completely changes. She says, "Oh no, you're not getting out of here alive, dearie!" And you just hear this crackling bolt of energy just barely miss you and collide into the wall, exploding.
And it's like already like leaving the corridor. Like we hear the yelling. And Dexter's just like, go quickly.
Faith is already like starting to climb down. And as all of you hit the ice here for the first time, I need you all to make acrobatics checks.
Okay. Am I... Sorry, I was zoned out. Because something was happening. So... Where am I? What am I doing? Make an
Running for your
acrobatics check?
life.
Okay, I'll make an acrobatics check. Acrobatics. 15.
Mm-hmm.
I got
you
a
managed
16.
not to slip on the ice, both of you, as you're getting onto the ice.
Just to be clear, like Dexter, it will keep his lead away from that situation. Like if somebody's dying, it ain't going to be him.
Yep, you are all there. And then I need you all to make athletics checks as you climb down the waterfall.
Okay. Did Faith already make one?
Yep.
Athletics? Shit.
I got 11.
Athletics, yep. 11.
9.
9. Okay, Tobe.
Yeah.
As you are climbing down this waterfall, the icicles snap, and you fall down the few feet onto the ice. The ice here is very thin, and the ice breaks.
Can I get out?
You can. You are now soaking wet in negative 50-degree weather.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Let me look up the rules on this. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Of course, it's athletics. Let's see.
And as you're getting out of the water, Tobe, the
6.
water that you're climbing out of begins to roil and froth.
Okay. 6.
6. Tobe, you now have a level of exhaustion from the freezing water that you were just in.
Is that, lingering?
It is not a lingering injury. It is its own mechanic, exhaustion.
Okay.
Don't make a habit of stacking those.
Okay,
right
what...
now, you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay. And will that go away after, like, a rest or something?
After a long rest, you can lose a level of exhaustion, yeah.
Okay. For fuck's sake.
But
Was not expecting that.
the water does begin to roil and froth as this watery snake-like creature begins to rise from the water. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Dear God. Okay. Let me see.
Great.
15? Oh, 18.
Write it down.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
I forgot. Forgot that's how it works. 18. There we go.
Bob, you are up first. Let me put the thingy down. And this creature, as it's rising out of the water, begins to like shatter the waterfall as it takes up a large amount of that space.
Okay. Water weird?
Oh no.
Um,
Oh no.
so Chris
This
is
creature
stuck up.
writhing out of the water.
Chris is stuck up there.
Chris is up there.
Uh,
That is the creature you see.
So I assume we can't just run away from it.
You could if you want to.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
could try and get its attention to get off of those two. Well, those guys.
Off of who? They're closest to you.
Well, yeah, but that's below.
Hmm.
It's on your guys' level.
It is kind of on both of your levels. It is rising about 10 feet out of the waterfall.
Okay. What's the AC? Would I know?
No.
Okay. Then, fuck it. I'll attack. I'm gonna back up a little bit and then throw a dagger.
Here, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
put some tile.
Because I'm assuming.
From here, where you going?
Yeah. Well, like, can I?
You can, but you would be invoking an opportunity attack from the creature.
Oh. Well, I guess I'm just gonna attack then.
Alright, roll to hit.
14, 25.
25 to hit.
Yep.
25 hits.
Let's see. 9 damage?
Roll damage. 9?
Wait. The 1d4 plus 3? Wait, that doesn't make sense.
You did 2d4 plus 3.
Oh, did I double click
So-
it?
Yeah, you.
Let me do it one. Let me do it one more time and.
We could just do the 4 plus 3, so 7.
Okay. My bad. I didn't even realize.
You're good. Yeah, you stab in and you kind of like splash around within the creature's watery body. Appears to be some sort of water elemental.
So do I do any damage? Then?
You probably did.
I'm gonna go for bonus action. 6 does not hit.
6 does not hit, no.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Well, it's end of my turn. I might die here.
Alright. It is now Daxter's turn.
I will urge Faith, it is time to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I will actually, I'm not gonna be yelling this. It's just gonna be like, so basically like Faith and Tob can hear. Yep, it's time to go. And if you get left behind, that's your own business.
There's nothing wrong with running away from things.
It's not my turn anymore, so I can't run, right?
Yeah. But that's just what, as just a free action, is what Dax is telling you, that he's going to run. And so you will actually just go around. So that'd be 10, 15, 20, 25, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So they had to use like 5 to just go around Faith and not push past her.
Keep in mind, ice is difficult terrain.
Ah. So, in that case,
With dashing 30.
yeah. 5, 10, 15, 25. It still puts me here.
Mm-hmm. It is now the water elemental's turn, which is going to kind of like bend down, and these like writhing watery tendrils coming off of its face start to wrap around Tobe, or attempt to even.
Okay.
That is a 10 to hit.
Nope, does not hit.
All right, yeah. You feel these watery tendrils start to wrap around you. You kind of like break free of it as the creature yanks back,
Okay.
not quite grabbing you. That is its turn.
Nope.
It's now Chris's turn.
Whose turn is it?
Chris's.
Can I try and get its attention and make it follow me, and I just go up this way?
You go
So
which way?
these guys,
Up here.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This way, Tob and everyone else has a chance to escape, because I think I have the most health of all of them right now. Minus faith.
Mm-hmm.
Is Tob close enough I could yell to him saying, "Just run"?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you could hear you.
I'll
You're
do that.
Only like 20 feet away.
Okay. I'm just going to yell at him saying, "Just run! I've got this!" I'm going to cast Firebolt at it to try and catch its attention.
All right, roll to hit.
I got a 13.
13 hits. Roll
Nice.
damage.
Ten.
10. Alrighty. You throw this little bolt of fiery energy at the creature, and it hits the creature, and it kind of like sizzles out. But you do catch its attention as its snake-like body turns, and it looks towards you, getting ready to grab you.
Chris, your death won't be in vain. And I will... Actually, it's not my turn, is it?
It is not your turn.
So,
Chris, did you want to move away from it as well, or?
Yeah.
Okay, that can invoke an attack of opportunity from
Okay.
the creature.
Is each square like 10 feet?
Each square is 5 feet.
Okay.
Although, it does count as 10 feet, as is difficult terrain and you are on ice.
Okay. So I can move out there.
Alright. Attack of opportunity. It goes and tries to grab you as you're trying to get away from it. Does a 13 hit?
Does not hit.
It does not hit.
I think that's how it works. It's too.
what's your AC? Yeah.
Yeah. 14.
14? That does not hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Dragon Bloodline sorcerers are cool. Alright, yeah, you are just barely, like, it kind of, grabs your leg as you're running away, but you manage to break free of the grapple. It is now Faith's turn, who is, going to back up, but she's, going to, like, hesitate. She's going to, put her hands out. She's going to say, "Just keep running, I'll try to keep it at bay." And, a like ray of freezing energy comes out of her hand towards the water weird. She is casting Ray of Frost.
What a weird name.
Oh, and she crit.
What move did she use? Ray of Frost?
Yep. Oh, that should be doubled. Unless Ray of Frost is 1d8, right?
I think it's 1d8.
It is 1d8. Okay, so she does 10 damage to it. And you can see like the pool of water start to freeze up, and the creature starts writhing angrily.
Okay.
It is now Tob's turn. Also
And
back up to here.
did she grab its attention?
Yes and no. It's just kind of like flailing around at this point.
Can I get away without an opportunity attack since Chris is luring it away?
It already used its reaction, so you can.
Okay.
Yep. It
Thank
tried
you.
to grab Chris, so it does not have an opportunity.
Chris, your
to
death
attack
won't
now.
be in vain as I run this way.
Just heal back. Fuck you! I'm not going to die.
What level do I get to pick arcane source?
You
Arcane
can go like
trickster.
here. Arcane Trickster is at 3, I believe.
Okay, that's the
Rogue
next level.
subclasses.
Okay. Good to know. I'm not gonna attack it or anything. I'm just gonna focus on running. So that
Okay.
ends my turn.
All right. It is Dexter's turn.
I'm not going to be one to stop someone from getting themselves killed. So, if they want to stop and try to work at defeating the beast, by all means, go right ahead. I'm not fighting it. I already died. I already almost died once today, not doing it twice.
You almost died once to a stare. It stared at you and you almost fell apart.
So now this guy's turn. Can't reach anyone. It's
Perfect.
going to writhe and then look around. It's going to reach out at Chris, but not quite be able to reach him. It is now Chris's turn. Chris, you can hear behind you these crunching footsteps and it's this monstrous voice going, Auntie Maud knows you're here, and I know you woke up the river spirits.
Fuck. Wait, is it stuck? Because it hasn't moved since.
It can't reach you.
Oh yeah, but has it moved from its location? And everything else is ice.
It probably can't,
Hmm.
because it needs to be connected to the water.
With that then, I'm just going to bolt for the door. Well, bolt up here somewhere. And just ignore that thing for now. Unless it can actually
Alright.
come after me.
You can see coming around this corner that there is like a little
Oh, whoops.
like land bridge about 20 feet up. But you can also see right at the end of this tunnel is Auntie Maud. In her hideous true form, this purplish gray flesh covering her body rather than the human colored skin that she had before, and these like long dark green kelp like hair strands that were once beautiful brown hair.
Is she a siren?
She's like hunched over.
That ain't no siren.
That is a hag.
Oh. I just assumed because of like the singing and the fish-like features.
I am stuck. I am stuck between a rock and a hard place. Okay.
I say, it'd be funny if you just YOLO'd it, like tried to jump past the water spirit. Actually, you'd probably fall in the water.
Yeah, and if I break my ice, then that thing can come out between more.
But you would not be facing Auntie Maud, I think her name is.
Mhm.
Or I could also go for that 20-foot land bridge and try and get out here with it.
That is also very close to Auntie Maud, so
And it's also 20 feet in the air. How are you gonna do that?
I have 50 feet of rope. I could try and swing over.
do you have the adventures pack? Because I think that was on me. Okay.
I have
Do you have a
adventures
grapple?
pack, too. I do not.
That'll be a difficult check.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see him do it.
Ooh.
Well, it's either I face the Antimon going up.
What's the Great Beyond message gonna look like?
Make it epic.
I don't
and
know what
sound
I'm
good.
scared.
I feel either way, if you try and jump past the water spirit or try and climb, I think you're fucked either way. Unless you're really lucky.
Go for it. Sounds nice.
Actually, I just realized something. if she's up there, then I'm going to. Can I move it all? Or do I
If you're on this square, you can move like another square.
Okay.
And unless you are dashing, in which case you do have another 4 squares.
Okay then I'll cast Minor Illusion that I'm running at Anti-Mom and bolt back to here.
Alright.
There is a fissure in the roof in that room. If you could somehow climb your way out.
Oh, I've got a plan.
The ceiling in that room is about 30 feet high.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so you're casting Minor Illusion down here, and then you would not be able to dash if you cast Minor Illusion because that's an action.
Okay,
There you go,
then
Rogue.
I'm going to dash down here. Just do that. I'm in range of this guy.
running, dearie? You've got nowhere to hide.
I got plenty of places to hide.
You know, since she came from up there, I'm gonna assume this all loops around.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if I go up the stairs, it'll connect to the land bridge. That'll connect to the cave. Oh crap! She just jumped straight on me.
Does she have 20 feet of jump?
No.
Okay.
She's under the bridge right now.
Okay, okay.
She's running over. I also need you to make, since you saw her, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. You saw her true appearance.
Wisdom. 13.
13? Okay, you're good. It's a horrifying sight, but you managed to collect yourself. So she is going to be running at you, so she does have another... There we go. She's running over to you. It's now Faith's turn, who is going to... run away.
Okay. I actually don't know how far of running distance
Pope's
I
turn.
have.
You have more than most.
Yeah.
30
you
feet?
have- as a rogue, you should have bonus action dashing as well as regular dashing, so you can move 90 feet in a turn.
Okay.
Although,
How do I know which is 90 feet?
each of these are 5 feet, but they count as 10 because of difficult
So
terrain.
1, 2, 3.
You can move 9 squares.
I was like right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. I could be like right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's it for my turn.
Alright. What are weird? It's now its turn. I imagine, unless Dexter, you want to do something.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep going for the boat.
Alright.
Which you said it's up here, right?
Yep, it is like up here.
So let's see. It's 10. Go this far.
Alright. And the water weird thrashing around, then kind of like sucks itself back into the river below, disappearing under the ice.
Well, that helps me.
You can kind of like hear the water still roiling and bubbling beneath the waterfall.
Okay, that doesn't really help. That's waiting for me to jump.
It is now Chris's turn.
Okay.
Do it.
I can either go back up this way and see if these two connect.
You're gonna have to hope that both the 20-foot bridge in the 20-foot cave at the near the rowboat connect.
I mean, more likely it does if it's 20 feet and things.
Mm-hmm.
Either I can hope for that, or I can try my luck.
No one way to find out.
There's a shorter path or a longer path. Which one do you want to?
But
The
I
short-
think
the-
if you can move...
There's a shorter certain path and a longer and uncertain path.
I'm pretty sure she would catch up to me before then. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take my luck and just jump. Dash and jump.
All right. Dash and jump.
Yep.
All right, let's see it. Oh,
Oh, where did you go?
as you go into the void.
Like, the thing is not...
He phases out of existence.
Uh-oh, bye-bye.
Oh, what?
Hold on.
Here, I can repost it if you need
I
the
got it.
link. Oh, okay.
Who joined the party?
Me.
Oh,
Yeah, jump.
And while dashing, you can move 6 squares. All right. Couple things. As you're jumping over the waterfall, the water weird then bursts out trying to grab you. It readied an attack for you.
I have a feeling it would, but it's my only chance.
That is a 19 to hit.
Ah, that hits.
All right. Open its stat block real quick. You take 10 bludgeoning damage. And it has now grabbed you.
Oh, fun. I have
So
more
now
like hit points
grappled, and it is then pulling you 5 feet closer to the water that it is inhabiting. Into Maud's turn. She's walking over. Then she starts cackling gleefully. Oh, I see you've met my pet puppet. Now die. Feed my river. Jimod will make a fine stew out of you.
What do I do? What do I do?
you could try and fight it.
You can try to
Can I
break the
attack
grapple.
both of them?
You can always try to break the grapple. It is a possibility.
That's the most I can do.
Anyone else want to use their turn, or you want to just go back to what Chris is doing?
Hang on. I'll like move up to here. Up to right next to Daxter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting to the boat.
I assume Faith's gonna follow us.
Yeah, Faith is also with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like I told you, I'm not gonna be the one dying.
But she just like keeps looking back and praying under her breath.
From the sounds of it, it seems like he's gotten himself caught.
Water Weird then spends its turn dragging you another 5 feet towards the water, and at this point, you're kind of like just barely above the river, just like barely on the ice. And then it is your turn, Chris. Go ahead and make either a strength, or not strength, an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
Acrobatics. Ah, come on. 6.
It rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
You break free of the grapple.
Ooh, yay! I have luck!
He might not die.
All I can do is just dash and try and get out of here.
Alright, as you're dashing away, it does still have an opportunity attack. Which is an 11 to hit.
Nope.
Alright, you manage to run out of its range, and at this point, you are far enough away to be considered safe.
Thank God.
As it dives below the water, and you hear this hideous, gurgling roar behind you.
Made it angry.
He somehow survived this?
Somehow.
I thought we were gonna have a great beyond death in session 1.
We almost had it with you.
It almost
was
happened with
fully
me too.
expecting it, yeah.
Wouldn't have been the fastest.
Really?
That honor goes to Walter.
I noticed the other lizard folk rogue passed in one of your latest sessions.
He got turned into a statue, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys managed to run away, the hag screaming behind you, but she does not follow outside of the cave. She just kind of glares at you as you leave, row away.
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
Dexter really was like, you got 10 seconds to get into this boat or you're getting left behind.
Me and Faith will be here. 10, 9. Starts counting down, and Chris is still
just,
not here.
She gets into the boat, and then she collapses onto the floor of the boat, covering her head with her hood.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just yelling. Hey, wait for me!
I'm gonna start rowing. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, Dexter's the one who's rowing. He's already starting to push off, push off the side of the ridge.
Oh, and your friends are leaving you behind, sweetie. Come and be part of Anti-Mod stew.
Is there gonna be any lingering effects from eating that human stew? Or I didn't eat it, but for Chris.
Besides
really
the
good.
guilt of eating people.
A little more guilt for him. What's a little more guilt for him? You know?
It just makes my problem worse.
Oh no, more alcohol in my tab.
Yes, this is my drink.
Your problem now.
For fuck's sake, Chris. Anyways, thank you for luring that serpent away. It was actually kind of you. I didn't expect it.
I may be an alcoholic, but I can be kind.
Until you kill me from behind.
That one again was an accident. I don't plan on doing that again.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mix of panic, too. I haven't casted that spell since back then. I don't plan on casting it again.
Okay, so we're gonna start rowing off since we have everyone.
Yep. Imagine you guys have been already rowing for a little bit.
I'm also
As,
well, I'm also glad that I got the fishing gear. So I could now fish for the group. Make some good meals. Anyway, sorry. Cut you off.
you guys just start rowing away. Probably another hour back into East Haven. And in the twilight gloom, you kind of spot a couple bird-like creatures start circling over where the caves were.
Okay.
And just keep rowing.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually,
Keep rowing.
making it back into East Haven. At this time of day, you can see a few dock workers on the docks here coming in with their catches.
Okay. And where is the docks, actually?
I The dock that you guys were on is this one right here.
Okay. Can I use the pointer too?
Right click.
Right click? Oh.
Yep, if you hold right click, you get a pointer.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Is there a way to change
Yep.
the color?
Hi. Hey,
There
you
is,
see the
yeah.
little, on the right? You see
Little
the
teardrop thingy.
Teardrop?
It's right below the ruler,
I see it.
right above the little note tool.
Yeah.
There's like 8 different colors.
I'll choose blue. There we go. Okay.
There we go. And then as soon as you guys hit the docks, Faith immediately climbs out of the boat. And not looking back, she just calls back, "Well, I, for one, am not going out on that stupid lake again."
I don't
Hurries
blame you.
off.
I was just gonna say, I don't blame you. Thank you so much for the healing back there, Faith.
She doesn't respond. She just like has her hood up and is like, she has her hands on her shoulders. For once, shivering.
Probably out of fear.
You good?
Oh, she's just wandered off at this point. She's
Yeah.
going back to the wet trout.
Honestly, can I just join her? Because at this point in time, I want to get a drink. I can report
Yep.
later. I just want some alcohol.
Well, me and Daxter, we're gonna head to town hall, I think.
Hey, Todd, pick up the scroll for me.
Will do.
All right. So, Chris, you trail Faith over to the tavern, and it's not as busy as it was earlier. People are actually out and about enjoying the not quite sunlight, but the light that is outside. So most people aren't in the inn. You do see the barkeep kind of like polishing the tankards, not really serving anybody at the moment. And Faith just walks right up to the counter. And she looks the barkeep straight in the eye. She says, "I need a glass of mead. I know how expensive it is, but I need mead."
Make that too.
You got the coin for mead?
I think so.
15 gold.
Do you have
Yep.
15 gold?
Let's see, minus the 4 I used in total. No, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the gold.
Surprised anyone would pay for that. You know there's a mead shortage right now.
I don't care.
And Faith, you don't drink. She looks at you, Chris.
Mhm.
What the hell happened out there?
That's to you, Chris.
No. I got roped into eating people.
You what?
Dear
And let me
fuck.
explain.
Oh, he's telling.
We were investigating the whole people missing thing. Turns out there was a hag. Nearly died to the rest of the crew nearly died
troll.
to the frost troll skeleton.
Right.
I had to deal with the hag. She fed me food, and then I was accepting, benefit of doubt. Be kind to people. Lo and behold, she fed me human. And then tried to kill me.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't turn you into the town guard right now.
Because I made sure she came back alive, and I made sure everyone else was back alive. Hell, I still basically am half dead. Never got healed. You can see a bite marks on me to prove it.
The woman turns and there's like a couple off-duty guards, and she begins to open her mouth. And then Faith, putting a hand like on her arm, goes, "Oriel was testing them. You don't have to do this. The Dragonborn deep sigh, pulls out her pipe, and immediately starts completely stuffing it with a pouch of weed. Just kind of stuffing it in. Takes a long draft from it. Hard times indeed. You.
Yeah.
The price is doubled for mead.
Oh, why? What did I do?
30 gold or I tell the guards.
Fine.
Everything. Consider this a test.
I'm not going to be able to spare the coin.
How much gold does this guy have?
That's what I'm thinking. I was like, he has 30 gold?
Yep. Now we go back to the other two, going to the town hall. Yes. Coming back to the square in front of the town hall. The stake that was here burning the red wizard is now kind of just like a pile of smoldering ash. Most of the people have dispersed. There's still a couple people milling about talking to each other in their thick fur coats.
Okay.
Make your way into the town hall, open the two big oaken doors at the front of it. And the captain is still behind her desk doing paperwork.
Oh, I see you're still hard at work, Captain.
You know how much paperwork an execution is?
Seems more and more each time.
Yep. All of the letters that I have to send to each individual family member of the people that he lured away. I need to sign off all the documentation. I need to sign off all of the bills for the people involved in getting the wood, getting the straw, keeping Zahn in a cage, making sure that he can't cast any spells. I need to pay for the people doing the bookkeeping on it. You don't want to hear all of my troubles. You got any information for me?
I found your fisherman.
You did. What happened?
Seems they were lured in
Hey,
by...
hold on.
Oh,
Let me.
okay.
They won't be coming back with the next shipment.
Well, I figured that much. They've been gone for over a 10-day. Did you find out what happened to them?
There be a hag on the ridge. Deep in the
Wonderful.
caves.
I suppose she's not a friendly hag.
If the scars are anything to prove, no. Lure you in, and from what I heard, turn you into soup.
Great.
If you want to try to deal with that, I reckon caution. She's got a water spirit, or something of the sort.
Oh, just lovely. Just what I like to hear. When things couldn't get any worse, we now have a fey spirit luring people in and eating them.
Personally,
Right.
I recommend you just
She kind of
suggest people steer clear of that side of the lake, and don't spend the extra resources trying to deal with it. Anyone stupid enough to go over there, aside your warnings, it's their own business.
She leans back in her chair and kind of puts her hands over her face, kind of like screaming into her hands. You know how hard it's going to be to convince the fishermen not to go over? You said it's on the cliffs, right?
Aye.
There, right at the mouth of that river, is the best knucklehead trout fishing in all of Loch Dinishire. If we tell the fishermen not to go there, chances are we're gonna starve. We are going to have a famine on our hands. But I suppose you found what happened with the fishermen.
Their boat,
I have
their boat was stuck out by the cliffs. We happened to notice it and went to investigate inside the caves.
So that's how you found it. Well, a deal's a deal. I asked you to go investigate what happened to the fishermen, and you found out what happened to the fishermen. Now, I take it you wanted the spell scroll, right?
That would be ideal.
All right, suit yourself. She rummages in the bag and pulls out the copper tube. As she's handing it to you, she looks you both in the eyes. Now remember, this was a dangerous wizard who was holding this. Use the spell wisely. If you're in danger, that might be the time to use it.
Noted.
Well, I wish I could pay you gold, but I don't have all that much on hand. Look, I will write some letters, and I'll have a couple meetings. I'll see if I can fit it in the budget to pay, if you would be interested, to get rid of that hag.
I looked at Daxter.
I'd be inclined to hold an interest if it was a premium.
I agree with him.
I'm not the treasurer, but, you know, being captain of the guard and everything, I have a little bit of sway, and I have a little bit of an understanding of the coffers that we have here. I don't know if we'd be able to spare more than 100 gold for something like this, even as dire as the situation is. More than anything, it'd have to be out of the goodness of your hearts, and gosh, I can't even ask some random adventurers like you to do that.
I'm gonna wait for Daxter to talk.
Not there, so.
I'll see what I can do, Captain. However, it did leave some worse for wear. And I, for one, something definitely in your power. Give that healer a break. She definitely deserves it. She's a good kid.
She save you out there?
It's warmer in here, so he'll go and he'll open his coat so she can clearly see the scarring tissue. You tell me.
Yeah, there's very clearly these bitery signs of a frostbite scar from the frost giant, as well as the battle axe scar on your shoulder.
Oh, yeah, we have the battle axe on us. Where would we sell that?
I don't think they have the coin to buy anything from us.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you said something about a battle axe?
So we found a frost giant in there, and
You found a what?
Well, to be more specifically, it was the undead skeleton of a frost giant. Oh,
That still
yeah.
doesn't. Oh,
Did a number on my shield. Holds up the shield, see the huge.
There's scroll splinters in it. Yeah.
I'll hold up the axe in question.
You see,
Okay.
wasn't going to mention that since we killed it. Well, I killed it. I helped.
I wasn't even saying that in character. I was just like mentioning. I was just asking that out of character, but you know,
It works.
we go with it.
Well, tell you what, if you're looking to get rid of it, I can send a couple letters. I may know a person or two that may have historical interest in that blade. I have a friend who studies frost giants, you see.
Good.
But, yeah, I'm sorry that you had to deal with foul fey magics over looking for some lost fishermen that we were pretty sure had something to do with the wizard.
Well, if you could keep in contact with those historians, let us know if we could sell this off.
All right, let me get your names. And she stands up, holds a hand out. You can call me Imdra.
Lyvwyrm.
You know who I am, Captain.
Um,
We've drank together.
I was more so talking to him, Daxter.
You did say names, and I am standing here.
Didn't you have another one with you?
Oh, the drunk? What was?
Oh, Chris. Chris, he went to get a drink again.
All right. Well, keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't have his liver fail on him. We'll be in touch.
Sounds good. I could not keep the voice going for too
could.
long.
And again, please, the girl, Faith, give her some respect. Keep the town guard off of her for a bit. She's just trying to help people.
Listen, I've heard a lot of good things about her, but between the way she just walks through this freezing weather in nothing but a light jacket, and the company that she keeps, she's a little hard to trust, but I will keep your words close to my heart. Sounds like you went through a lot out there, and if you say she kept you alive, she kept you alive. I wasn't there.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna start exiting out of the town hall.
Mm-hmm.
There's very few words I can actually say in the top voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to like say sentences I haven't actually practiced before in Tob's voice.
You're good. There are some characters where it's just like I kind of forget what voice I'm doing for them. Some of them come naturally.
I know mine's gonna be like a whispery, deep voice, so
Mhm.
that's what I'm going for.
It takes a while to get into a character voice.
It'll happen. It'll happen over the year campaign that we're gonna do.
You'll find it eventually. Yeah.
Mhm. Daxter, I assume we should go get Chris before he causes any more trouble.
Again, he's your friend.
Fair.
But if you want me to strong arm him out of a tavern,
Sounds like fun. Come along. Okay. We're gonna go over to the wet trout then.
All right. You guys make your way back over to the wet trout, where you see, as you're heading in, Chris and Faith both at the bar counter. Faith having like pretty much fallen asleep at the bar. You can see like a half full tankard of mead next to her. And she's just like face down on the bar counter.
I'll say to Chris, Chris, I thought she didn't drink.
You saw how rough she was.
Completely fair.
Well, even I'm not going all out. I've only ordered one drink, and that's just that.
One drink for you, Chris.
Yeah.
Holy crap. I didn't think you could.
It is a choice to drink.
He did get good mead's finest mead.
Mm-hmm.
So, you better be savoring that tankard, child.
I
Well,
am.
Chris, we got a job that, or we got word from the captain that we might be able to get some money if we go give that hag another visit.
I ain't going back. No. You can't force me.
100 gold.
Split 3 ways, no.
How about this? We do this job in order to keep the town from starving.
And I give you the spell scroll.
Are you bribing the thing I earned from me?
It's in my possession.
You bastard.
You just hear like a very like drunken mumble coming from Faith. We're gonna keep the town from starving?
I assume Faith doesn't want to join us.
Actually, Daxter, you don't have to do anything you don't want to, Les. That was a tough one, even for you.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll see how I feel in the morning. And then she like falls off the bar stool.
I'm gonna like pick her up and like lean her back up onto the bar stool. Just, you know.
She's out cold.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna
Just like leaning her back. Yeah.
I like go to the bartender. Bartender, can we find a place for her to relax, not on the floor?
Yeah, I'll take her up to her room.
Thank you.
Was it prepaid for?
Yep. She's got a bit of a long-term lodging here.
Also, feel free to let her know when she comes to. I got in a good word with the captain. Things will be less tense, but that is the best I can do. They're skeptical.
Means a lot to me. See, people already didn't really respect her being an outsider and all, and having her quirks. And then she came to the Wet Trout and started hanging around me. Well, people already have their suspicions about me, but they don't talk much because, well, I run the finest tavern in all of East Haven. People better keep their mouths shut or they don't get any more on tap.
I definitely wouldn't be one to scorn that.
Aye.
Done us a good favor. Consider yourselves welcome at the Wet Trout. Even if some of us, and she glares at Chris, have some strange inclinations.
Chris is a special case.
What did I do?
Uh,
I risked my
You
life.
forget what you tell me about your little adventure, lad?
That I was forced to eat something I didn't want to eat? No.
I'm just messing with you. Water under the bridge and all that.
Dexter
I'm
couldn't
not eating
resist. He choked back a laugh when she said water. Didn't
Don't
knowing
mention
full well
water.
what happened.
Don't mention water.
am I still soaked, by the way?
Yeah, your clothes are still soaking wet. You should probably go get those dried.
Yeah.
still have
Where
one.
can I go to get them dried?
You could stay in the tavern if you guys take a short rest and you take your clothes off, or like your cold weather clothing off. You can dry that off by the fireplace.
Okay. How much does it cost to stay here?
You could just hang out in the common room.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't have to rent a room to take a short rest here.
okay. I'm gonna just take a short rest then.
All right. And if you guys are taking a short rest, we're gonna call it here for the session. You guys can take a short rest on your character sheets, and then we will. pick
Wait,
it
how
up
do you do
next
it on the
session.
character sheets?
Yeah.
If you go, there's like a little bonfire, right next to share, like right above your proficiency bonus. If you click short rest, you can choose how many hit dice you use.
Short rest. Hit dice?
It rolls one of those
Oh, did I just press
for
take
however
short
many
rest?
dice that you use. Yeah. And then choose how many dice you want to use to heal yourself. And you get that
Oh.
many dice per long rest.
Wait, would you recommend taking both? I've never done this before.
That's up to you.
That is all up to you. How many hit points do you think you need to heal?
I'd rather heal up to full. Will I get more points later on?
Yeah, you get one hit die per level, I believe.
Oh.
And you
So,
get them all back on a long rest, but
okay.
the maximum amount that you have is one per level.
Okay. It didn't actually tell me. How do you do that?
What do you mean?
It didn't tell me how much I healed.
Oh,
Did
you have to manually roll them.
Yeah.
Oh,
click the
so
box
so I do
to
2d8? Roll
Yep, you're
2d8?
gonna do 2d8
Yeah,
since you use both of your hit dice.
What
Uh,
it should do when you do that, it should have a little button that tells you your. It says like TD8 plus your-
5.
whatever your con mod is.
So
You
I-
click it, yeah, then
I
it'll
rolled
get you
a
automatically.
I rolled a 5, so I'm gonna heal.
Yep, you
Um,
heal 5.
Wait, how do I do that?
You go up to your health bar. You in the little box between heal and damage. You push 5, and then you just click the heal button.
Yeah, okay, that's full health. Okay, that's good. So we're gonna end it here for then.
Yep. We're gonna
Oh.
call the session here, and we'll pick up next week. at the
Okay.
pet shop.
Chat. I hope you enjoyed the first session of Rime with Frostmaiden. We all nearly died here. I nearly died to Chris. We'll see you next Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. PST, right? Same time.
Same time.
Okay. Then chat. I'll see you tomorrow, chat. I think there's a stream tomorrow, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Bye. Bye, chat. And then I am going to end stream. Let's see. End. There we go.